Hello and welcome back to One on Main's Beast. And now we're back with Little Joker. Last time we finished Azuki's route. So, like I stated before, today we'll be going for Chizuki's route, which I think has like a lot of similarities with Nanami's route. As in, you need to check on Nanami here. I'm still gonna open up a good old route guide though. There you go. Probably should have done that before I started the part. But hey, let's be honest, since when did I ever claim that I was smart? There you go. Continue testing with Shikibe. And then I want to see how Nanami is doing. That's the first break in the timeline. Then ask her, don't bother, Mayu, Mibu. Okay. That shouldn't be too hard to remember. Anyways, I walk inside and head over to where the fitting rooms are. Has Nanami already picked hers out? Has Nanami picked hers out already? Okay. The only reason I'm here is because of you, so don't fucking dare doing that. Curious is probably the wrong word, but I am interested, if only for the reason that if she wears something super weird, it'll embarrass me too. She often tends to like outfits that look like cosplay, but that's mostly reserved for her cosplaying hobby. For something she'll be wearing normally, she'll probably stick to something plain. She's very particular about keeping hobby stuff separate from regular life. Do you not need a new swimsuit yourself, Mibu? Yeah, then you probably want to keep wearing that one for a bit longer. Ask her. Does that bother you? Oh, that's interesting. People say all the time that girls outgrow clothes fast when their boobs start growing. Is that true? Don't ask her that. Don't ask her that. I'm sorry, that was really thoughtless of me. I wasn't trying to tease her or anything. Heck, I think you're pretty attractive myself. Oh, usually it's someone else that says it, not the girl itself. First off, I mean, do you realize what that implies about you? Definitely not, I'm not into little kids. My preferences aren't too specific, but I do prefer girls around my age. Mayu outside just like hunches over in pain. Other than that, someone I just really click with and enjoy being around? I don't know.
なんだか熟年夫婦みたいなこと言うんですね。
Well, I have zero experience dating, so it's hard for me to say anything in concrete terms.
そうなんですか？先輩かっこいいのにもったいない。
Plenty cute yourself. You're really peppy, super sociable, and nice to others. Oh, and you have a great fashion sense. For example, the outfit you have on right now, I really like it.
そんなストレートに言われると照れますね。ありがとうございます。
Like, he can be a smooth operator if he wants to. The problem is, it's if he wants to.
でも、そんな八方美人の態度だと、いざ本命ができた時に苦労しますよ、先輩。そういう大事な言葉は安売りしちゃいけないものです。
No, I guess I'll keep that in mind.
でしたもん。
It started off as me trying to make her feel better, but man, what has this come to? Can't believe I'm so tactless that a girl younger than me is lecturing me. I need to do better.
千咲ちゃん、いる？何？ななみちゃん。それが、サイズが小さくて。そうなの？もう着替え終えてるんだよね。カーテン開けてもいい？うん。それは平気だけど。
She's gonna not know that Satoru is there.
それじゃあ失礼します。あ、本当だ。収まりきらない。今にもこぼれちゃう。
Jesus fuck! You would think you would see that that is too small when bringing it in. You would see that it's too small by holding it in front of you while clothed. You did not need to change into it, Nanami. Are you retarded?
食い込んじゃってちょっときつい。その食い込み具合がセクシーで素敵だけど、さすがにこれで授業はまずいね。とはいえ同じ成長期のはずなのに。サトルくん、何そんなにジロジロ見て。
He just stands there. I pity that swimsuit. Oh no, you look really good in it. I like the color.
そうかな。
I guess we should thank Resident Fashion Guru for that.
そう言ってもらえると嬉しいです。ありがとうございます。でもやっぱりこのサイズは困るよ。確かに動くとポロリしちゃいそうだもんね。申し訳ないんだけど、大きいサイズを探してみてくれないかな。セール品だからサイズの揃いが悪くて、これより大きなサイズってあったかな。他の水着でもいいからお願いできる？細かいことは千咲ちゃんのセンスに任せる。お、信頼してもらえたのかな。そういうことならお任せあれ。でもあんまり派手なのはやめてね。普通の範疇ならいいけど。承知。
Eva marches off to the swimsuit assortment with tear in her steps. She's obviously glad that Nanami trusts her with the selection. Boy, I know she's my little sister, and I basically grew up with her, but it's really embarrassing being around her when she's wearing something as really as that. Okay, I guess I'll... 待って。Yeah?
水着を試着したまま一人でいるの不安だから、もう少しここにいてほしいです。店員さんに話しかけられるとちょっと困るし。
That's understandable. Store workers always seem to find you when you're trying something on. Okay, I'll stay here.
ありがとう。
No means left to escape, I walk over and stand in front of this fitting room. Man, that is one nice swimsuit. Stop.
なんかエロい目になってる。
I'm not. I was just thinking my sister is looking a little plump lately.
それはそれでいかがなものか。裏若き乙女に向かってムチムチとか失礼極まりないよ。
No, I'm not saying you're fat or anything. The swimsuit's just too small for you.
それは分かってるけど、ちょっと不安になる。最近食べ過ぎてるかもしれないから。
Have you?
間食が増えちゃって、クラスで休憩中にお菓子が回ってきたりするから、やっぱり太ったかな。
Well, I don't know if I'm the right person to ask. Take a good look at her body again. And again, I'm not that familiar with the body, so I wouldn't know if she's slightly bigger or not. Right now, I think the swimsuit's just making her seem more plump. But you don't look fat to me. Like you're fairly slender, if anything.
だといいけど、プニプニなんだよね。いろいろと。
She then proceeds to look over her body.
やっぱり目がエッチになってる気がする。
Please, I'm not degenerate enough to find my own sister sexually attractive.
じゃあ何を思ってジロジロ見てたわけ？
While that aside, this bikini gets a no from me. I can't have you wearing that.
それ浴場してるってことでしょ？
No, I'm concerned about you. My little sister showing off every inch of her pudgy body to her classmates. I will not allow that.
何それ、まるでお父さんみたい。
ななみちゃん
Like him. Look, I have nothing but respect for the man. He's a great dad and an excellent leader at work. But his affection for Nanami is a bit obsessive. He's the parent who loves their kid too much and it becomes creepy. Sorry, that comment about sounding like dad really hit where it hurt.
そう？ならやっぱりシス君？
That also hurts.
ならもしくは
Stop.
恋人とか。
Stop.
お客様、どうかされましたか？
Stop. No fans ever been
いや、
led.
全然そんなつもりではなくて、ご試着の水着はいかがです？あ、でも少しサイズが。
Yeah, we're currently waiting on our friend to find her something bigger. So we're hogging the dressing
わ
room.
かりました。ゆっくりお選びください。
Because what she said, the cashier's not gonna think they're
可
dating or
愛い
something.
彼女さんですからね。水着も悩んじゃいますよね。では何かありましたら声をおかけください。
Thank you.
あの人、彼女って
Yeah, I guess you got the wrong idea.
訂正とかしなくてよかったの？
Yeah, we probably won't see her again, so it's not a big deal. If anything, it might seem weird for a brother and sister to be out swimsuit shopping together.
それはそうかも。普通は来ないよね、兄弟でなんて。
I don't see any harm in letting her think we're a couple. But if she were a student from our school, then yeah, that'd be a different story.
そうだね。私た
Stop,
ち
Nanami.
そんな風に見えちゃうんだね。兄弟じゃなく、その彼氏彼女って。
We're basically the same age, so yeah. Did you want me to correct her though?
別にそういうわけじゃないんだけど。
This hurts. This hurts me physically.
あれかな？
I am in physical pain. Let's make this smaller and like move it up here.
お姉ちゃんが彼氏役だとちょっと役者不足かな。なんちゃって冗談だよ。
I don't know if it was my imagination or what, but her smile appeared slightly brighter than
何
usual.
の話？なんだか楽しそうだけど。別になんでもないよ。それよりサイズはどうかな。その水着のはなかったけど、他にいろいろ見繕ってきたよ。はい、どうぞ。ありがとう、ちさきちゃん。
My leg just kind of randomly twitched.
フロー
we're
チャー
here.
ト画面ですね。
So this is the way to not ask her. So we go down, we go with the don't bother, go with the lab, and then down here. It's not actually that. You click down. Wasn't it in in Standard Rock that, for example, I click here where to eat, and it immediately asks me, okay, you want to go to where to eat, so which path are you going to take? Are you going to take the don't bother path or the bother her path? The lab or the student council? Wasn't it like that? Here I actually have to like click on all the options one by one. And where to eat? Oh, that's not an option here, actually, since you can't even go that way. So, here. And we go all the way here. Mibu. Wanna go first, Mibu? Strike me as someone who'd naturally be a good waitress, so I figure you provide a good example for the other two.
確かにそうだな。
And that's the use of the route guide now completely used up. So yeah.
自信があるわけじゃないですけど、わかりました。とりあえずやってみますね。ほんと、千咲ちゃんって物おじしないね。
I'm sorry, Mayu!
羨ましい。私なんてこの時点で胃が痛いのに、千咲くんは緊張したりしないのか？もちろん私だって緊張ぐらいしますよ。と言いますか、私ってそんなずぶとい人間に見られてたんですか？あ、いや、そんな意味で言ったつもりではなくて。
No one thinks you have an ego, Mibu. You're nice, charismatic, and not afraid to talk to anyone. That's why I felt you'd make a great waitress. You don't have a shy personality.
そうだ、その通りだ。私の言い方が悪かった。本当にすまない。
Annoying!
怒ってるわけじゃないですよ。
Swear to God, one of these days I'm just gonna like start a pot and I'm just gonna be fucking shaved clean. Not actually though.
それにしても先輩、口がうまいですね。乗せられてるって分かってても、そんな風に言われちゃうと口元が緩んじゃいますよ。
I wasn't lying, I really meant it.
ありがとうございます。じゃあ、ちょっとやってみますね。よろしくお願いします。いらっしゃいませ、お客様。お一人ですか？
Yeah.
かしこまりました。それではこちらのお席へどうぞ。こちらメニューでございます。ご注文がお決まりになりましたらお呼びください。
I already know what I want. Can I order right now?
失礼いたしました。いかがいたしますか？
Oolong tea to drink and okonomiyaki for my food, please.
はい、お好み焼きとウーロン茶ですね。かしこまりました。少々お待ちください。
I wonder if anyone's just gonna understand the joke from... Anyways,
みたいな感じでしょうか。おお。
That was insane. Are you sure you've never done this before?
そんなに驚かれるほどでもありませんよ。経験もないのにスムーズにできるのはやっぱりすごいと思うよ。少なくとも私には無理だ。もっといろいろ失敗していたと思う。
Yeah, you exceeded my expectations by a lot.
そこら辺はきっと有原先輩のおかげだと思います。
Why me?
イメージしやすい喫茶店ですからね。尻込みせずに済んだのはそのおかげだと思います。特殊な出し物だったらもっと大変なことになってたでしょうから。
Oh, the beer.
あれ？なんか微妙そうですけど、私変なこと言っちゃいましたか？
No, it's nothing. You're fine. I feel kind of uncomfortable being complimented for that idea, like because of the fact that it came about in large part due to circumstances I can't share with them. But yeah, your waitressing was good. Great, in fact. What stood out most of all was how friendly and cheerful you were from start to finish. You said all your lines perfectly, and what I think the other two should focus on copying most is that lovely smile of yours.
そんなに言われると気恥ずかしいです。褒めてくれたことは嬉しいんですけどね。
確かにお手本にしたいぐらいだったね。同感です。
そんなに持ち上げられると照れますよ。
I don't see a blush on your face yet, though. Change that. I said change it.
でも今のだとちょっと普通すぎてがっかりしませんか？
I'm not sure it matters too much, but... do you have anything in mind we could do?
そうですね。そうだ。例えば注文の品を届けた際に今から料理が美味しくなる能力を使いますね。美味しくなれ、萌え萌えキュン
We're not a maid cafe. Stop.
とか。
This isn't a maid cafe. I'll say something that I've always found weird is that like they do this instead of like this. There's like the usual thing that I know, not this bullshit. This bullshit that makes you fucking like cripple your hands. Someone's going to screen cap that and take it out of context. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and. Like I said last part, the easiest way to assassinate me is just secretly exchanging one of these guns for a real one.
あと、マヨネーズでメッセージを書かせていただきます。ご希望がなければハートマークを書きますが、いかがいたしますか？とか？
I repeat, this isn't a maid cafe.
こういうサービスだと喜んでくれそうな気がしたんですが、ダメですかね？
Well, it's definitely cute. Diabetes-inducing levels of cute, in fact.
ありがとうございます。
That is precious. That is so fucking precious. So yeah, none of the others have anything against. If none of the others have anything against it, I say why not? I don't be doing it since I'm a guy.
先輩も言いましょうよ。萌え萌えキュン。
Oh, it's that weird one with the like really manly voice, like moe moe cute. That I remember seeing a video like that. But moe moe cute.
恥ずかしがってちゃダメですよ、先輩。
What? Does she not get embarrassed saying something as goofy as moe moe cute? She must not have a single iota of shame inside her. Me saying that is nothing but creepy.
そんなことないですよ。とっても可愛いですよ。
Okay, stop embarrassing me. The problem isn't me, it's...
萌えキュン。こんなこと人前でするなんて無理。絶対無理だ。
美味しくなれ、萌え萌えキュン。
Of course Mario would have an easy time. Like, she'd have an easy time actually saying it, but then the cringe hits, because, you know, she thinks of herself as old.
心にダメージが。いい年して、萌え萌えキュンとか、精神的なダメージか。
Bitch, you could pull it off! So, but we're probably gonna have to give up on it.
そんなに苦悶するほど恥ずかしいかな。
Well, that's not our only worry. If you have cute waitresses doing something like that, we might get some creepy guys trying to hit on you all. And having more people to worry about makes it harder for me to protect Mitsukasa. Not that I'm only worried about that. It's bad enough that girls usually get hit on at school festival. Banning a bonus service like that, we're only making it worse.
そういう雰囲気になっちゃうと、ななみちゃんのことが心配になりますよね。お兄さんですもんね。
Well, real cheery and sociable girls like you are at the most risk.
それってもしかして心配してくれてるんですか？
Of course. A lot of guys will get the wrong idea and think a girl's into them if she acts nice to them, even if the girl's just nice to everyone. Smiles are a staple to be a good waitress, but you don't want to come across as too friendly. Do you see what I'm saying?
心配してくれてありがとうございます。そんなつもりはなかったんですけど。わかりました。先輩の言う通り、必要以上に愛想を振りまいていると思われないよう気をつけます。
Great.
でも、それでも何かあったり、もしもの時は頼らせてもらってもいいですか？フローチャート画面です。
That's where the break actually happens, isn't it? What was this again? I forget. Anyways, so yeah, there's probably gonna be a break where someone tries to flirt with her at the expo, and she just like runs to him, says he's a boyfriend or something. At least that's what my instinct tells me.
私は妹じゃないですけど。
Why are you acting like that's a requirement? I'm not a Syscon.
そうですね。先輩はシスコンじゃありませんよね。
Believe me.
先輩がそう言うのならそうなんでしょうね。先輩の中ではね。
Could you please not insinuate that I'm delusional? Whatever, but yeah, I'd be glad to help you out whenever.
ありがとうございます。じゃあ早速なんですけど、当日変な人に絡まれたりしないように、もうちょっと練習に付き合ってもらえます？
Sure thing.
フローチャート画面ですね。
Boop. 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 No point in worrying about that now. Can't be losing sleep over this, not tonight. Need to be well rested so I can... I need to be as well rested as I can for tomorrow. Trying to sleep, apparently. So you don't meet anyone. You don't meet anyone. You just go the fuck to bed.
フローチャート画面です。
I'll just like start skipping real quick. Just regular skip, I guess. Actually, you know what? Actually, just
おかえり。読み返しますか？フローチャート画面ですね。
You don't even get the option of taking the initiative. Like, what's that choice actually supposed to be? Anyways, hi, Chisaki. Thanks.
遅いよ、サトル。休憩長すぎ。
Sorry about that. Everything's still going alright here?
特には何も。お客さんも大満足って感じだよ。順番決めて、他のみんなも休憩しないか？そうだね。そうしよう。
私はもう少し後でいいですから、お先にどうぞ。
We're gonna get back to work. Leave the group and find Nanami.
お兄ちゃん、よかった。本当によかった。
Sorry for worrying you.
怪我は？
Nope. Thankfully, Dad came in and totally saved my behind.
お父さんに？
Yep, you just seen him. Like, I had no idea he was so good.
何それ？すごく気になるんだけど。
Later, I gotta report to Mitsukasa first. Walked past Nanami and entered the storage room where we're keeping all our drinks.
有原君。
Sorry it took so long. But good news! The operation was a success. We caught all of them.
それはいいんだけど、有原君は怪我とかしなかった？
Thanks, I'm alright. Not even a scratch.
そう、よかった。ずっと心配してたからかな。なんか一気に疲れが。
Well, we can't relax just yet. We still got a little bit longer to go before the fair ends. You've got your song at the end to do too, don't you?
嫌なことを思い出させないでよ。
Yes. I'll be out in the audience cheering you on.
ほんと、余計な一言が多いんだから。
Okay, clearly it does, since, the lie that is in your chesticles has not yet been exposed. Next scene! Oh, I'm bait!
フローチャート画面ですね。
Ah, yep, we officially in Chizuki's out now. Gazing up at the night sky.
フローチャート画面だな。
Oh, I'm beat. That was a crazy day. Now I finally have an opportunity to relax and catch my breath. Sit on a bench and look up at the night sky as I listen to Mitsukasa's song from afar.
ああ、こんなところにいたんですか。
Oh, Mibu. Hey there.
こんばんは、先輩。こんなところで一人で何を浸ってるんです？先輩、もしかしてナルシスト？
No, I'm not. It's rude to make assumptions like that. That's not how I would answer. I would just sit there. No, right. Quite the opposite.
冗談ですよ。でも、こんなところで何してるんです？
Well, I guess I kind of wanted to get away from all the hubbub. There was a lot of work, but it went well, so I'm just taking a moment to reflect on things.
それは確かに。本当、大盛況で何よりでした。
Whatever. What are you doing here, though?
何言ってんですか。先輩を探しに来たんですよ。せっかく今日の成功を分かち合おうとしてるのに、先輩の姿がなかったので。
Sorry for worrying you, but I'm okay. After everything with the cafe, I just wanted to relax. So I kind of wanted to find a place with a little peace and quiet.
そうですか。体調が悪くなったわけじゃないならいいんです。ところで先輩、もうちょっと詰めてください。ほらほら。
Oh, sure. I moved to the side a little. She then takes a seat beside me.
お邪魔します。
Do you want to go celebrate with the others?
先輩を一人残して戻れませんよ。戻っても先輩のことが気になって楽しめませんから。でも先輩のお邪魔になるようなら素直に戻りますけど、もしかして一人で過ごしたい気分だったりします？
I don't really care either way.
じゃあ一緒に過ごしましょう。一人で過ごすなんて寂しいじゃないですか。
There's the girl that made quick friends with someone as anti-social as Nanami. She's just sitting next to me like it's no big deal. Can't help but be amazed at how outgoing and sociable she is. And somehow she does it all without feeling meddlesome or annoying. Maybe it's part of her charm.
それで先輩はここで何をしてたんですか？
Just looking up at the sky and thinking about the fair.
ああ、雲もなくていい夜ですもんね。こういう時はぐーっと一杯飲みながらゆっくり雰囲気に浸りたくなることありますね。
Damn right! What? You've actually done something like that before?
それってどういう意味ですか？
Oh, sorry, you just seem like you have a lot of friends, so I figured you preferred to be around others.
みんなで一緒に過ごす方が楽しいと思いますけどね。だからって静かに過ごすのが嫌いってわけじゃないですよ。わびさびってやつですよ。それに一人じゃないです。先輩も一緒ですから。
True. Enjoy your company too.
はい。
Your smile is really cute. In my time here so far, all I've been focused on were those counterfeits of the escort mission. Now that they're dealt with, maybe it's time for me to live a normal life.
何です？
I'm nothing. I was just thinking about how nice you are.
急に何です？
Amne's a really shy person, and I think you really helped make her feel welcome here. Plus, you helped us out with the cafe too.
そんな大げさな。私は別に何もしてませんよ。アストラル能力だって持ってないんですから。
Well, yeah, you couldn't have have done stuff like make the water tables and chairs without an ability. But I think your bright personality was largely why we had as many customers as we did. Playing as much of a part in today's success as anyone.
そうですか？それだって先輩たちがいてくれたからこそだと思いますけど、でも褒められると悪い気はしませんね。素直に受け取らせてもらいます。
No problem. Thanks for all your help, though. I mean it.
はい。先輩もお疲れ様でした。こんな挨拶をするぐらいなら飲み物を持ってくればよかったですね。
Yeah, but I think this is good enough. I'd rather just appreciate the beautiful night.
そうですね。無理に乾杯するよりもこっちの方がいいかも。
My glasses feel annoying right now for some fucking reason. Yeah, it feels a lot better now. Feels a lot less slippery now, so I just need to like, get him in a nice position, and there we go. It sticks. Aren't you cold?
平気です。むしろさっきまでテンション上がってたので、これはこれでちょうどいいです。
Well, it sure suck if you caught a cold. After how great today went, it ruined everything. I can lend you my jacket if you want.
ありがとうございます。先輩って意外と紳士ですね。
I mean, this is just a normal thing to do. What kind of person do you take me for?
ななみちゃんから話を聞く限りでは、鈍いとかキモいとかシスコンとかその他もろもろ。あ、詳細聞きます？
Looks like we need to have a talk with Nanami. Forget I asked. I think I'm better off not knowing. No, Nanami wouldn't say those things if she didn't mean it, which scares me even more.
冗談ですよ。ああ、いえ、ななみちゃんの話は冗談ではないんですけど。でもそれは妹だから厳しいだけで、普通に見れば先輩は元からいい人だって分かってます。少なくとも私はそう思ってます。じゃなきゃ二人きりになったりしませんよ。
Oh, thanks.
先輩顔真っ赤。もしかして照れました？かわいい。
Hey, knock it off.
だって先輩かわいいんですもん。
That caused me to feel even more self-conscious and only blush further.
さらに赤くなっちゃって、冷たい風がちょうどいいんじゃないですか
？Damn, I can't say anything. I feel a mix of regret and embarrassment. Guess I have no choice but to wait for tomorrow to come and try to forget about it.
そんな子供っぽい態度を取らなくても、本当に先輩ってば可愛いですね。
Being called adorable by a girl that's younger than me isn't exactly the most flattering compliment.
いいじゃないですか。褒め言葉には違いないんですから。
Not to a guy. And I guess it's better than being called creepy. Nanami never hesitates to hit me with that one.
それは照れ隠しというか、先輩に甘えてるんだと思いますけどね。私だって先輩みたいな人がお兄ちゃんならついつい甘えちゃいますよ。
Do you have any siblings?
一人っ子です。だから先輩とななみちゃんを見てると羨ましいです。子供の頃からちょっと憧れてたんです。兄弟に。
Oh, really? Well, something tells me by the end of this route she's gonna have a sister at least. I just said I said that, but then I realized that is probably more likely to insinuate that he's gonna fuck her mom instead of, you know, it's a stepsister because she marries Satoru. I'm not trying to say that he's gonna bang her mom. I'm trying to say that Nanami is gonna become her sister. I should just, like, keep my mouth shut. Really?
共働きだったのでどうしても一人きりになりまして、親に不満があるわけじゃないです。ただ欲を言えばそういう存在が欲しかったなーって。
Would you have wanted an older sibling or a younger one?
そうですね。可愛い妹もいいんですけど、やっぱり頼りがいのあるお兄ちゃんですかね。
You can call me Onichan if that make you feel better.
ああ、それは遠慮しときま
What? Why are you smiling?
す。いやだって先輩をそんな風に呼んだらななみちゃんの嫉妬の炎がメラメラしちゃいますよ。
I don't think she'd care. In fact, she'd probably encourage it. I was mostly joking about the Onichan thing, but feel free to rely on me if you ever need anything.
ああ、いいんですか？そんなこと気軽に言ったりして。とんでもないことお願いしちゃうかもしれませんよ。
As long as it's something I can help with, I can try.
てっきり困惑して前言撤回すると思ったのに、即答ですか？
Yeah, you're a good friend of my sister. Even aside from that, you're my friend too. I'd gladly help you if you ever needed it.
先輩って男らしくていい人ですよね。そういう部分をななみちゃんも慕ってるんだろうな。
Yeah, I feel like she thinks I'm more of a pain in the butt, honestly.
だからそれが甘えてるってことですよ。私もその気持ちはわかります。先輩は頼りにできて一緒にいると楽しいですから。今日の出し物だってとっても面白かったです。
Same here.
この学院ならではの経験ができてよかったと思います。
I don't think I've asked you. Why did you decide to go to school here? Did you want to study astrophysics or something?
ああ、それですか。それ聞いちゃいますか？
Huh? Never mind. Sorry about that. You don't have to say it if it's something personal.
ああ、いえいえ、気にしないでください。大層な理由があるわけではないってだけですから。
But you do have a reason?
それは改めて口にするには本当に恥ずかしいな。友達を作りたかったんですよね。アストラル使いの友達を。
Oh, really? I find it difficult to believe that she would have problems in making friends. She hit it off with Nanami pretty fast, and that's no easy feat.
私が通ってたところにはアストラル使いがいなかったんです。
Huh, that's odd. Usually find one or two at
実
least.
際にはいたのかもしれませんけど、それをオープンにしてる子はいませんでしたね。クラスメイトから色眼鏡で見られることが嫌だったんでしょうね。テレビのニュースなんかでもアストラル能力を否定して世の中を嘆く人がいるじゃないですか。でもその理由が否定ありきでの後付けとか気持ち悪いとか個人の印象がほとんどなんですよ。印象だけでそういう頭ごなしの意見を言うのってなんか嫌だなって私は思うんです。
True.
でもその時思ったんです。私もアストラル使いについてよく知りません。否定にしろ肯定にしろ知らずに言ってるだけじゃ他の人と同じだなって。
So you decided to come to this school to get to know us better?
そんな感じですね。まず自分で知らないと。
Wow.
やっぱり笑われた。
Oh, sorry, I wasn't trying to make fun of you. Just thought it was cool how determined you were. I certainly didn't expect that to be the reason at all. Thought she was just a carefree girl, but she might be serious. More serious than I gave her credit for. She says it so nonchalantly, but it takes a lot of guts to make a decision like that. I've never met anyone like that before. She doesn't do it out of compassion or pity. She's actually trying to understand us as people. It was just so unexpected, I couldn't help but laugh.
この話をするときは大抵呆れられるか鼻で笑われるかバカにされるかそういう感じなんですよね。
Wait, I really wasn't trying to make fun of you. As an astral myself, I'm glad that people like you exist. That's why I was laughing.
そう いうことにしといてあげます。
So, what's your impression of astrals now?
普通ですかね。アストラル能力は大きな力だと思います。でもそれを扱っているのは私と変わらない普通の人間だと思いました。
There's some that develop bad personalities because of their abilities. Some are quick to pick up a fight, but there are plenty of normal people like that too. Still, it's not like this academy is some chaotic Wild West place. The school is a lot more peaceful than some of the others out there.
だから私は吉科学院に入学して本当に良かったと思います。
Now you're not really speaking to me personally or anything, but I'm really glad you feel that way.
あ、でもたまに変な人もいますけどね。
Someone sent me a picture and I'm not gonna look at that yet. Anyways,
先輩みたいな妹に甘々なシスコンとか。
nice joke. God damn it.
いえ、本気です。相当ですよ。やばいですよ。病気ですよ。
This is where one person I talk to often that every now and again will just like send a bunch of fan art of some characters to me. It's usually really good fan art, so usually I appreciate it. But she never hit like the period while I'm recording when she goes into one of those picture sending sprees. Anyways, don't say it with a straight face, please.
でも優しくて頼りがいのある先輩と出会えて嬉しいのは本当ですから。
Oops. Wonder why. It just feels warm after hearing her say that.
さてと、わびさびもいいですけど、そろそろ戻りませんか？発表祭の締めとしてもう一度みんなで挨拶をしましょう。きっと他の先輩たちも探してますよ。
Now that she mentions it, I can't hear Mitsukasa's song anymore. He's been too focused on talking with Mibu. Yeah, I don't want them getting mad at me for being gone too long. She died and returned to the others. Indeed, they were all waiting, and we all celebrated the success of the fair once again. So tomorrow, I'll have to start living as a normal student. I'm sure missions will pop up from time to time, but I don't think I'll be too busy. Should be able to relax for a good while, I think. As I slip into bed, I silently pray that nothing ever happens to disrupt this peace again.
リトルジョーカー
The fuck? A tiny bundle of energy, apparently.
フローチャート画面です。
The despicable molester? Molester?
なんだどうしたんだ
さっきの悲鳴って一体何？それが。
It's been 2 weeks since the end of the Astral Expo fair. We succeeded in catching the men after Mitsukasa and stopped the organization they belonged to. That my mission to guard Mitsukasa concluded, and for that time there was peace. But our next mission has finally arrived. What is it, you ask? A molester.
ああ、そうだ。アストラルの能力を使った痴漢が鷲津研究都市で発生している。詳しい資料はレビー9にメールで送るが、朝の時もあれば夕方の時もある。起きているのはいずれも街を走っているライトレールだ。
So you're telling us to catch the molester?
不満か？まさか大きな事件じゃないとやる気が出ないとか言うつもりじゃないだろうな。
I didn't mean it like that. I was just surprised since it's so different from all the missions we've been handed so far.
ま、言いたいことはわかる。痴漢は現行犯逮捕が基本。人知れず動く俺たち向きの任務じゃない。だが、被害を考えると悠長に構えてはいられないんだ。
Oh, are there actually a large number of victims?
頻発している割には犯人の姿を見た人間がいない。状況だけで犯人扱いされる冤罪で被害は他の人間にも及んでいる。
That does sound bad. Can't condone sexual harassment, but false accusations are just as inexcusable.
周りに女性しかいない状況でも痴漢が起きているらしい。もちろん犯人が男と断定するわけではないんだが、その被害者の周りにいたのは全員知り合いで手をつないだりもしていたらしい。
So it seems to be happening under near impossible conditions.
他にもいくつかアストラル能力を使ったとしか思えない状況がある。このまま警察に任せておくといつ犯人を捕まえられるかわからない。かといってこの捜査は一朝一夕にはいかない。それなら生活の基盤があるお前たちがふさわしいだろうという判断だ。
Alright.
何か必要なものがあれば連絡をくれ。
Roger that.
じゃあ任せたぞ。
Thanks. As for using their ability to grope women. Not only are women getting sexually assaulted, there's also the worry of hasty, false accusations being made. It's a bad situation all around. All the men who commute to work by train must be quaking in their boots right now. Can't even imagine what kind of ability that we're dealing with here. An ability that allows you to grope women from a distance. Wouldn't a sexual person want to touch their victims physically? Gotta talk with Nanami about this.
アストラル能力を使って痴漢なんて許せないよ。そもそも痴漢が許せない女性の敵。
Well, they're also hurting men since they're the ones at risk of being falsely blamed.
たとえ任務が関わってなくても捕まえないと。
Minor stuff like this is bad because it helps reinforce the negative stereotype that all Astros are criminals. In the search itself, I don't think we have much choice but to board trains and try to catch the person red-handed. But we have classes to attend, so we won't be able to go out and look during morning rush hour. There's also a curfew after school, so that prevents us from searching at night either. There are a lot of limiting factors, but Dad saw us fit to do this for a reason. We'll just have to do as best of a job as we can and report back if our efforts prove fruitless. So yeah, I was thinking we could brainstorm possible plans together. Did you receive that email from Dad?
ざっと目は通してるよ。
I'm really curious about what kind of ability they're using to commit these crimes. Do you have any ideas?
パッと思いつくのはやっぱり透明になる能力だけど。
True, but these are crowded trains we're talking here. Wouldn't it be kind of impossible for someone not to notice something?
そうだよね。じゃあ同性に変身してるとか。
I guess sexual assault people do tend to assume the perpetrator and victim are of the opposite sex. That still wouldn't explain all of the cases. And at this junction, I don't think we can rule out any possibilities.
あとはそうだね。相手に自分を認識させないとか。
Is that different from turning invisible? You're still there, but people just don't notice you.
なんていうかな。実際にそこにいることは分かってるんだけど、人間って認識しないっていうのかな。石ころとか、電車だと手すりとか、あって当然の物体としか思われてないから、犯人として認識できないとか。
That's actually a clever idea. It certainly fits the bill much better than the invisibility theory. There's just one problem, though. Perception warping abilities tend to have a large area of effect. We experienced this already with the counterfeit money incident. If you board the same train, it's quite possible we'll fall under its influence. In which case, we need countermeasures. I'm going to consult Dad about it later. Any other kind of abilities that comes to mind?
状況を考えると、他には思いつかないかな。
Maybe they're not physically molesting the women with their ability, and they're just doing it for the thrill. Like, it has nothing to do with them wanting to grab women, they just want to cause a public disturbance.
そんな意味のないことするかな。
I mean, there are people who commit crimes just to get a kick. They like seeing people panic.
私は理解できないけど、でも頭から否定はできないね。
Well, step one is to actually go and investigate. like to get this over with as soon as possible, but they've managed to not get caught thus far. This might not be an easy task. For anything else, I think we'll have to figure out what kind of ability they're using. If we're gonna make a move, it'll have to be tomorrow. It's already late, and we can't break the curfew. Hmm?
どうしたの、サトルくん。
Look at that. Nanami and I come to the stairs to have dinner when we spy a number of girls congregating. There's one in the center who's visibly shaken up. Her shoulders are trembling and she can barely speak. It's like her crying. She was a victim.
本当だ。何があったんだろう。
Kind of concerned, but she's already surrounded by friends. Should avoid sticking my nose in their business, especially since I don't even know the girl that's crying.
あれ、もしかして坂上さん？
Do you know her?
クラスメイトだよ。坂上さん、体が弱いって聞いたことあるけど、そのせいかな。
Who knows?
それは許せないね。
Mibu? Among the girls trying to comfort her is Mibu. She looks angrier than I've ever seen her before.
とにかく部屋で休もう。ね。
After that, the sobbing girl goes upstairs with the others. Isn't she your classmate? Maybe you should go with them?
そうかもしれないけど、今行くと野じ馬みたいだから。落ち着いて話ができそうなら、その時に聞くことにするよ。
Yeah, that sounds like the sensible thing to do. Let's have dinner.
時間です、先輩。
Huh?
時間が出たんです。
As we were eating our food, Mibu suddenly came over, sat down, and declared that. Completely unprompted, too. She must be really indignant to flip her lid like that. You don't mean here at the school, do you?
街を走ってるライトレールで出たらしいんです。もしかして、坂上さんがさっき泣いてたのって。
She'd been bottling up the fear and intimidation that molest instilled in her, but once she set foot in the dorm, she burst into tears. I wasn't planning on letting this criminal go, but seeing a victim, even if she's not someone I know personally, steals my resolve even more.
でも、坂上さんだけじゃないんだよ。他にも被害に遭った子がいるみたい。
Really?
しかも、調べてみると、うちの学生だけじゃなく、他にもたくさんの被害があるっぽいです。許せませんよ、痴漢なんて。そうだね、許せないね。
Right, only a total scumbag would molest women.
ですよね。もちろんだよ。
The fact that they're using an astral ability only makes it worse. You gotta do something about this and fast.
だから私、犯人を捕まえようと思うんです。
Huh? I actually just accidentally just like went ha instead of wet. Like I myself like would just be like, huh? Wait, are you serious?
はい。このまま放置はできませんからね。
I mean, yeah, I'm just as angry as you are. But you should leave this to the police.
そうだよ、千咲ちゃん。そんなの危ないよ。でも、警察は全然捕まえられてないんだよ。これだけ被害が出てるのに。
Still, that doesn't mean you have to take the law into your own hands. This isn't the game. Just leave this to the people whose job is to catch criminals.
面白がってるわけじゃないですよ。坂上さん、少し体が弱くて定期的に病院に通ってるんです。でも今回のことで怯えてて、このままじゃライトレールに乗ることもできません。それはそうだけど。
It's a 30-minute walk to the hospital from here. Kids our age don't have enough money to take the taxi that often. She could certainly walk the distance, but it'd be dark by the time she got back. I don't think a girl would like having to walk alone in the middle of night. Her classmates are suffering. It's not a bad thing that she wants to help, but it creates problems for us.
どうしよう、お兄ちゃん。
Nanami glances at me, her concern apparent. But don't ask me. She might run into us, and she could also alert the criminal. There's no shortage of potential issues. Most of all, we're dealing with an astral whose ability we don't know. If we're not careful, she could end up getting hurt.
止めた方がいいんだよね。
But yeah,
でも危ないからダメって言っても聞いてはもらえなさそうかも。
yeah, it's tough because she's not doing this for selfish reasons. What can we do? We can't just let her get in trouble.
坂ノ上さんがあんなに傷ついてるのにこのまま見過ごせない。
Sorry, I should have taken you more seriously. I'll help you look for the criminal. How about that?
先輩がですか？
Yeah, though I understand if you'd rather I not.
そんなこと思ってませんってば。でも
Didn't I say I'd help you if you ever needed it?
それって発表祭の夜の？
Yep, you're a good friend. So I'm always ready to lend a hand. Feel free to rely on me.
先輩ありがとうございます。それじゃお言葉に甘えて先輩のこと頼らせてもらってもいいですか？
Of course. You're gonna help too, right, Nanami?
もちろん。ななみちゃんもありがとう。坂上さんは私のクラスメートでもあるんだから友達が困ってるなら見過ごせないから。それじゃあ坂上さんが安心して病院に行けるように頑張ろう。
Yeah! Nanami glanced at me, clearly displeased.
いいの？そんなこと約束しちゃって。
What other option is there? We can't just let her go solo. It's much better to join up with her than risk running into her during our search.
それはそうかもしれないけどでも仕方ないね。私も他に方法は思い浮かばないから。
I'll tell Dad about our plan. Thanks for going along with this.
それじゃあそうだ3人揃ってチーム突破頑張りましょう。
Ah! Maybe not SMT, please.
2人揃ってむせたりするなんてどうしたんですか？いや
Why the SFD force?
こういう時チーム名があった方がいいと思ったので3人揃って痴漢許すまじ特別捜査班略して突犯です。
Okay.
びっくりした。
Oh, I thought you knew about us for a second there. God, I nearly had a heart attack.
お気に召しませんか？
Well, I think we'll just do fine without a team name.
私もチーム名は大げさだと思うな。そう？まあ2人がそういうのならとにかく頑張ろう。
Yeah. Even though this is our best course of action, I have a feeling this is going to complicate things a whole lot.
リドルジョーカー。
Okay, that's adorable. The following day, Nanami and I walked to school with Mibu. Needless to say, it was because of our cooperation with the molester incident.
犯人を捕まえるためには闇雲に動いてもダメだと思うんです。何かしらの作戦というか方針が必要じゃないですか？
I guess.
放課後までにそのことで話し合いたいので今日のお昼3人で食べませんか？私は大丈夫。
I don't mind either. I was really pumped about this. It'll be hard to try and talk her down. None of you must be thinking the same. With the loss, I found myself unable to do anything but sigh softly. Nanami approaches and whispers into my ear.
千咲ちゃんのことお父さんには？
Yeah, I reported it to him. So a girl named Mibu Chizaki has joined our investigation.
ま、仕方ないということにしておこう。個人的にはもう少しうまいやり方があったんじゃないかと思うがな。
Sorry.
今さら捜査の話はやっぱりなしとも言えないだろう。
I doubt I'd be able to. If anything, it'd just make her more determined.
考えようによっては痴漢捜査の表向きの口実を作ることができたとも考えられる。ただ分かってると思うが。
Not dumb, he says. Of course, she won't know a thing about the organization.
ならいい。そのままその子も含めて捜査を続けてくれ。
Yes, sir. Gave us permission to do the search with her. Begrudgingly, but still. We just need to find Vanessa and make sure she doesn't find out about us.
気をつけないとね。二人で何をこそこそ話してるの？え？ああ、いや、別に大したことは全然。
We're just talking about lunchtime. We could eat at one of the canteens, but there'll be a lot of other people. Given what we're going to be talking about, we might want to choose a more discreet location.
それはあるかもしれませんね。じゃあ、今日はパンを買って中庭で食べませんか？とりあえず、犯人を捕まえる方法について考えてみたんですよ。何かいい案、思いついた？やっぱり、犯行現場を抑えるのが一番だと思うんだよね。
Right.
私も一応女の子なわけですから、ここはおとり捜査なんてどうでしょう？
No.
即答ですか。
I'm not gonna let anyone be a dog decoy for a molester.
まあ、私の貧相な体じゃ犯人も引っかかってくれないかもしれないですけど。
That's not what I meant. I think a cute girl like you would get targeted, so I don't want you to put yourself in danger.
またまた、そんなお世辞を言っても何も出ませんよ。
I'm being serious here. He's taken aback by my grave tone. If you go in with the mindset that you're invincible, things are going to blow up in your face. You know very well why Sakanoi was crying, don't you? Is that what you want to subject yourself to?
それは...
Hear that for victims, oftentimes the fear is so intense that their minds blank out. What if you get traumatized? You can't put yourself in a situation where you might become the prey instead of the hunter. Using someone as a decoy is dangerous and I won't allow it. We're working together precisely because we want to avoid that kind of situation. I'm not lying. We have a mission to accomplish and I'm truly worried about her well-being.
すみません。
I'm not mad at you or anything. Just forget about the whole decoy thing.
はい、わかりました。危ないことはしないって約束します。
Thanks.
でも、おとり捜査がダメとなると、3人だと手が回らないかもしれませんね。手伝ってくれる人を探しましょうか。それは、あんまり良くないと思うよ。
The more people there are, the more likely it is for the perp to actually notice that they're looking for him.
そう？そんなに問題ある？それは、だから、
The more people we have searching, the more likely the criminal notice and grows worry.
そう。
Very, I mean... Also, there's a high chance the school will figure out what we're doing. And they'll undoubtedly tell us to stop and wait for the police to solve it.
そっか。それはそうですね。でもそうすると、とりあえず現場を確認するのが一番なんじゃないかな。こういう寮生活だと通勤ラッシュや帰宅ラッシュの混み具合も経験したわけじゃないから。
Yeah, can't do much without first knowing what it's like.
なるほど。それなら犯人を見つけられなくても、坂上さんがこれ以上被害に遭わないよう対策ぐらいは考えられるかも。わかりました。じゃあそうしましょう。でも私たちは授業があるから朝のラッシュを経験するのは難しいね。
Well, let's just aim for an afternoon rush hour for now.
じゃあ授業が終わったらすぐに集合でいいですか？
フローチャート画面だな。
drafting a search plan, apparently. Did I just say plan? Now let's try to make a move around sunset. It's roughly the time. That's roughly the times when most of the assaults happened, according to Dad's notes. Between 7 and 8 in the morning, and from 6 to 8 in the evening. Our curfew is 7:30, but we can still do some investigating with the time we have.
わかりました。じゃあ、5時半頃に集合しましょうか。
Sounds good. Oh, and one more thing.
What?
Don't wear a school uniform. I don't know the patterns of the criminal, but if they have any, but we know they're a pervert. It's unreasonable to assume they might have a thing for school uniforms.
わかってますってば。自分を餌にするようなことはしません。
Good.
はい。服を着替えて、集合場所は寮のロビーでいいですか？
Sure.
私も問題ないよ。よし、方針は決まりましたね。放課後の行動のためにも、まずはしっかり食べないとですね。
Sleuth is such a weird word in my opinion. Sorry, have you guys been waiting long?
いえ、そんなことはないですよ。それよりも先輩、準備はできてますか？
Yep, let's get going.
ラッシュってどれぐらいなんだろう。ななみちゃんは他の場所でも満員電車の経験ってないの？うん、前に通ってたところでも徒歩圏内だったから。そっか。ななみちゃんの場合、その方が良かったかもね。そんな豊満な体をしてたら絶対痴漢に狙われるだろうからね。満員電車を使ってると痴漢の被害に遭わない方が珍しいって話もあるぐらいなんだから。それはさすがに話を持ってるだけなんじゃないかな。あと満員電車で身動きも取れない状態だとたまたまの事故ってこともあるだろうし。正確なところは何とも言えないけどね。そんな話があるぐらい満員電車は危険ってこと。そんな話を聞かされると怖くなってきた。千咲ちゃんは満員電車を利用した経験ってあるの？一応何度かは。でも私って背が低いから満員電車だと本当にぎゅうぎゅうで息ができなくなるわ。つり革に捕まることもできなくて転びそうになるわで大変なんだよ。だからできる限りその時間は避けるようにしてた。じゃあ千咲ちゃんは痴漢に遭ったことは？幸いなことに被害には遭ってないよ。
Maybe I should do this on my own. What you say, it seems dangerous to board a train during rush hour as a girl, leaving aside the fact that we've got a serial molester at large.
あー、確かにななみちゃんは乗らない方がいいかもしれませんね。
I'm talking about you too. You need to put more value in yourself.
でも揉むほどないのは間違いありませんよ。
he's just like, none of me. Yes! She just walks up behind her, just like smacks her ass. There is indeed something. Why are you only looking at it through that lens? No matter what you say, you're a pretty girl, and I'm not just saying that.
でもいろいろと貧相な体だし、わざわざ犯罪を犯すリスクを背負ってまで触りたいとは思えませんけど、自分で言ってて悲しくなります。ぐすん。
Why do you keep demeaning yourself like that? Being as cute as you are, you're bound to catch the attention of a guy.
はあ、そういうものですか？
I do. You shouldn't assume that no one will molest you just because you don't see yourself as attractive. At the very least, you're attractive enough in my eyes.
ありがとうございます。ってお礼を言っていいのかな？
She is just a bit confused.
むしろセクハラで怒っていいんじゃない？キモいって思ったら素直にそう言っていいよ、千咲ちゃん。そんなことは思ってないってば。いや、本当に。ならいいんだけど。こんな時に妹の友人を口説かないでほしいんですけど。
Wow, that's slander. I'm not trying to hit on her, I'm just trying to give her advice. And everything I said applies to you too, you have to look out.
わかってるよ。
Actually, on second thought, I think you two should probably stay here.
それはお断りします。犯人を捕まえるって言い出したのは私なんですから。
I guess she's not backing down no matter what I say.
ここで帰ったら先輩に全てを押し付けることになっちゃいます。さすがにそれはできませんよ。私も千咲ちゃんと同じだよ。
Something I should talk about real quick is the fact that I actually am watching Jujutsu Kaisen as of late, and I just finished episode 13 right before this part, and also logically episode 12. I think it was still in episode 12 where, you know, someone's face just kind of got caved in. That was awesome. That was fucking awesome.
痴漢は怖いけど犯人を捕まえるって決めたんだもん。ここで引き返したりしないよ。
Alright. Guess it's a little late to talk her out of it. An enemy is a very responsible person, and quite stubborn about that too. It's our mission, so she probably won't let me go alone. If she doesn't, Miba won't either.
それに今日は先輩が一緒ですから。頼りにしてもいいですか、先輩。
You know, she's asking me, I kinda wanna show off. Fine, we'll go together.
ありがとうございます。すごい人。これだけの人数が本当に乗れるの？多少無理やりにでも乗るんだよ。だから満員になっちゃうんだよ。
Stay close to me. You're pushed into a corner of the train car.
やっぱり苦しい。こんなに混むんだ。宙に揺れたら。すみません、すみません。足を踏んじゃってすみません。
Make sure you don't get separated from me.
はい。頑張ってみる。
Alright, nothing should happen if they stay this close.
あれ、なんか急に楽になったかも。少しだけ隙間ができた。
Are you girls okay? You're not hurt, are you? No one tried to touch you in any inappropriate places?
ありません。私も平気だよ。
Good, I'll try to stay still. Put my hand against the wall to shield them. At least. This at least works to protect them from the onslaught of people. Everyone around them should understand that they're with me now. No molest would bother with women that are being escorted by a man.
お、これ先輩のおかげ。ありがとう、サトル君。
Don't mention it. Minute by minute, the train gets more congested, and feel an overwhelming pressure pushing against my back. But I can withstand it by using my ability. The only problem with this position is that I can't do what we came here for, look for the criminal.
満員電車ってこんなにぎゅうぎゅう詰めになるんだ。これでもまだマシな方だよ。先輩が支えてくれてるから。さっきまで押しつぶされそうだったしね。そっか、こんな押し合いへし合いの中じゃ動くこともできないよね。逃げられないわけだ。そして誤解が生まれる可能性も高いから問題になってるんだよ。早く解決しないとね。
Can't look behind me, so I'll leave the monitoring to you two. Don't worry about me. Try to look around.
わかりました。了解。あ、でも無理はしないでください、先輩。もし辛かったら腕の力を緩めてくれてもいいですよ。心配しなくても先輩のことを痴漢だなんて言ったりしませんから。
Whoops. Thanks, I'll do that if my arm starts to wear out. We kept looking for the molester and rode the train until it was time to go back.
ななみちゃん、早く門限に遅れちゃうよ。わかってる。わかってるけど。到着。
Oh, that was close.
よかった。
Ah, shit! I was too slow in muting myself. Oh, fuck.
3人とも今戻ったのか？ずいぶんギリギリじゃないか。一体どこで何をしていたんだ？
We just had some business to take care of. We were planning to be here earlier, but some things happened.
ライトレールがすごく混雑してて降り損ねちゃいまして、本当にすごい人混みでした。
As embarrassing it is to admit, I think that is 100% my fault. I tried to protect them. I corralled us so far back that we couldn't get out by the time we made it to our station.
この時間は混んでるだろうな。それも考えて、ちゃんと余裕のある行動を取らないとダメだぞ。今回は間に合ったから良かったものの。
Yeah, we just got a little caught off guard. We won't let it happen again.
分かった。
それじゃあ私たちはご飯を食べてきますね。ちょっと待って千咲ちゃん、走りすぎて脇腹が。
She's dying. Jesus.
今日は空振りでしたね。仕方ないよ。それに時間なんてない方がいいんだから。そりゃ少ないに越したことはないけどさ、坂ノ上さんのためにも野放しにできない。
I know I wasn't planning on stopping after this either. Let's just keep riding the train for now. So on that note, I realized something today. It's probably better if I ride the train alone.
サトルくん一人に押し付けるわけにはいかないよ。そうです。それにこれは私が言い出したことなんですから、最後まで付き合わせてください。
I know how you feel, but like I said before, attractive girls are at risk. I can protect you, of course, but I can't focus on anything else. I learned that painfully well doing outright today. No matter how sharp one's senses may be, it's difficult to assess anything when you're swarmed by a huge crowd like that. You can only rely on your sight. I want you to let me do this on my own so we can catch the criminal as soon as possible.
それって私やナナミちゃんが邪魔ってことですか？
Well, yeah, at least with this, you'll just be making things harder for me. If you girls are around, I have to give you priority over the search. But since I'm a guy, I can focus solely on trying to pinpoint the molester if I'm alone. It's not like men can't be molested, but according to the reports, this particular molester only goes after women. Both of them look at me, their gaze is dead serious. Still, I can't capitulate on this matter, even if they get upset at me over it. Above all, I'm on a mission I have to accomplish at all costs. I don't want to put them in danger either. I respond to them with a gaze of conviction myself, and...
そこまではっきり言われちゃうと仕方ないですね。
Contrary to what I imagined, Miwa yields, shrugging. Seriously?
何言ってるんですか？先輩が言い出したことじゃないですか。
Well, no, but I thought for sure you'd try to argue against me.
そりゃ邪魔って言われるのはショックでしたけど、でも実際あのラッシュを経験しちゃうと反論はできません。先輩が守ってくれなかったら押しつぶされてましたよ。そうだね。サトルくんがいなかったら身動きどころか息もろくにできなかったと思う。
I wasn't expecting it to be that bad either.
足を引っ張ってごめん。
Well, you're not dead weight in general. It's only in this specific instance. I just had to confirm that going about this in a group isn't the smartest idea. From now on, I'll board the train alone.
力になれないのは心苦しいんだけど。すみません先輩。よろしくお願いします。
Yeah, thanks. Don't worry, I'm just as upset as you guys. I won't let the molester get away.
はい。 ありがとうございます。
I'm just glad they're being accepting of my suggestion. But we still learned basically nothing about the molester. To get serious is where the true battle starts.
一緒に現場に向かうのは邪魔だと自分でも思いました。でも他のことなら邪魔にならずに手伝えることもあると思うんです。ですから先輩、もし困ったことがあったら何でも言ってください。今回の痴漢とは別のことでも全然 OK ですよ。フローチャート画面ですね。
It's still in drafting a search plan. Huh. Thank you.
もちろん私も力になるから何でも言ってね、サトルくん。
Thanks. I'll be able to rely on you if something ever comes up.
リドルジョーカー。
After that, I kept riding the train while being careful not to violate the curfew. I usually position myself in the corner, do my best to be as inconspicuous as possible, and watch the area like a hawk. But that's by no means easy. There's only one train, and it has multiple cars on it. And while there are a lot of assault incidents, that isn't to say they happen on a daily basis. Plus, I'm already missing out on basically half of all potential incidents because I can't monitor during the mornings. Maybe that's the reason why I haven't seen any results.
なかなかうまくいかないものですね。
There we go, now it's the next one. Gazing into the abyss, apparently. That sounds worrying. Sorry, it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
あ、いえ、別に先輩を責めてるわけじゃないですか
Try
ら。
to find a high-end needle stack. I can't do a Sandy Cheeks voice, if you haven't gathered.
やっぱりそう簡単にはいかないものだね。
Well, I guess it's good that there haven't been any new assault cases at all, at least.
もしかして反省してもうやめちゃったとか。
The fucking Phantom Thieves got to them. That should be nice. But if they were capable of introspection, they wouldn't commit so many crimes to begin with. So hey, that's just no way we can find them by pure luck. There's no evidence that pinpoints any potential suspects whatsoever. If that was the case, police would be all over it by now. In that sense, we can't count on them. This might take far longer than I anticipated. How's Sakanoi holding up?
大丈夫です。ちゃんと授業には出てますから。でも傷ついてないわけじゃないと思うんです。
I doubt she'll have peace of mind until the criminal is caught.
犯人を特定するために他のアプローチもした方がいいのかな。
Yeah, you haven't made any progress, so maybe it's time to change tactics. The only problem is I can't think of any other way to search for them.
おとり捜査は以前に却下されたから朝のラッシュに乗るとかでしょうか。
Well, that'd certainly help. Can we really do that without missing class? I think we should focus on things we can do after class for now.
私も考えておきますね。
In the meantime, I continued boarding the train like usual. Surprisingly enough, I didn't find any clues.
まもなく吉科学院前。吉科学院前です。お疲れ様です、先輩。どうだった、サトルくん。
No luck.
そうですか。今日も空振りですか。やっぱり他の方法を探す必要が。あれ、ののみちゃん、どうかした？いや、あの人。
Who? She's looking at a girl off in the distance. That girl was on the same train as me and got off at the same stop. I remember her clearly because I was watching everyone in there like a hawk. There are many residential houses around the academy, so non-students also tend to get off at this station. Problem is, the woman is in tears, clearly distressed.
泣いてるのって、まさか。
It's definitely a possibility. Go check it out, Nanami.
泣いてる人に突然声をかけるなんてハードルが高いよ。サ トル君にお願いしたいんだけど。
Bad idea, bad idea. She was just molested. Well, if she was just molested, a random guy is probably the last person she wants to come up and talk to her.
どっちにしろ心配ですから、私ちょっと声をかけてきますね。
Mibu head straight to where the crying woman is.
いや、私も行くよ、千咲ちゃん。
Nanami then runs after her. Within seconds, Mibu appears to be comforting the lady. Man, she really is a people person. Thank goodness we have her around.
やっぱりそうでした。あの人、胸を触られたそうです。
Really? I remember how she was standing through the whole duration of her trip. I was paying attention to her surroundings as well. I did notice a thing. She was standing in front of an occupied seat, holding onto the safety handle. There was a woman to her left and a man to her right. They were both holding onto the safety handles with one hand and their bags with the other. So it's hard to imagine they could have done it. Maybe the man behind her reached out to grab her? No, that man was facing away from her. It's possible he could have still touched her in that position. I tried to recall the general situation of the train car at the time, but I don't remember any suspicious movement. Since she was standing in front of a seat, I could see the upper half of her body really well. But I never saw any hands touching her. I used my ability to enhance my brain and remember every minute detail. Normally I chalk it up to a memory lapse, but there's no doubt about what I'm remembering. Nothing was visible from my perspective. Nanami murmurs in confusion and I nod. The criminal's using an astral ability. Seems the molester we're dealing with really is an astral.
そっか。そのアイコンタクトは一体どういう意味なんですか?
Oh, molester is also an astral. This would harm my reputation in the public eye. That's why we're trying to catch them. If we even knew that, wouldn't her opinion of astrals worsen? Nah. No, if I try and hide it, when she knows something's up, she'll only lose trust in me. I guess we should tell you. We've been thinking for a while that the criminal might be using an astral ability.
アストラル能力を?
Yeah, it's weird that the criminal hasn't been caught after so many incidents. And now I have proof that they were in the same train car as me. I can't think of any other plausible explanation for me not to be able to perceive them.
なるほど。アストラル能力ですか。言われてみると、それには納得できます。で、
What else? That's all there is to it.
二人とも言いづらそうにしてたから、もっと他に重要なことがあるんだと思ってましたけど。
Keep dropping the fucking gun. Just leave it. That's not the hard part.
アストラル使いが犯人だったら、千咲ちゃんの私たちに対する目も違ってくるかもしれない。
She's gonna start laughing.
ああ、なるほど。
Why not? Revelation dawns on her face.
そんなことで二人のことを嫌ったりするわけないよ。
I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. A funny little thing that happened. Basically, my grandmother actually has a cat that doesn't actually go inside. It's basically a cat that permanently stays in the garden. And my father went outside to go smoke. When he suddenly heard some, really, weird meowing. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna go inside real quick and check that, and grab a flashlight to check what the fuck that was. So he goes back to the door to get a flashlight and just sees my grandmother's cat sitting right in front of the door. I think that she noticed that there's a male cat inside. Anyways,
そりゃ先輩が痴漢したっていうなら話は別だけど。
What? I'd never do something that despicable.
はい、知ってます。だから犯人がどうあれ、それでアストラル能力に偏見を持ったりしませんってば。そもそも 世の中には痴漢に限らずアストラル能力を使った犯罪はあるものです。
Well,
そうだね。アストラル能力は道具です。正しく使えばとても役に立つものです。犯罪に使う人間が悪いんであってアストラル使い全員がそうだとは思いません。そんな風に考えるならそもそもこの学園に来たりしませんってば。
she grins from ear to ear. A refreshing smile instantly frees both Nanami and I from all the doubt we were having.
ありがとう千咲ちゃん。いや何急にそんなお礼を言われるようなことでは。
She's cute, outgoing, and able to get along with anyone. She's not fake and treats other people's problems like her own. You're such a good person. The thoughts of mine then spill out.
先輩まで。
Is she not used to being praised or something? I'm surprised to see her blushing.
兄弟揃ってからかわないでくださいよ。別にからかってるつもりは全然ないよ。
Yeah, we're just honestly relieved and know that's how you feel.
その話はもういいから、それよりも痴漢の話ですってば。能力を使ってるんじゃないかってことでしたけど、どんな能力なのか目星はついているんですか？
Nope, nothing right now. It's not something simple like invisibility. And today they ruled out the perception warping possibility that none of me suggested. There aren't any blanks in my augmented memory concerning the victim. I remember every second of the riot clearly. I don't think they use an ability to conceal themselves.
となると、念力みたいなので痴漢してる？
Possibly. I feel like it'd definitely be hard to aim in a crowded train, though. They wouldn't get any sort of pleasure from doing it.
わざわざ痴漢してる意味がわかりませんね。
Maybe they just do it for the kick they get out of it.
満員電車の中で起きてますからね。会社勤めのストレス発散とか？
Can't rule that out. But if this is their idea of stress relief, it'd be difficult to predict their behavior.
何にしろ許せませんね。能力を痴漢行為に使うなんて。そんなことするからアストラル使い全体の印象が悪くなってたくさんの人に迷惑をかけるのに。
Knowing why she entered the academy, it's no wonder she's so upset about it.
絶対に犯人を捕まえないと。
Well, we still have barely any leads. It'll be a while before we catch them at this rate.
そうですね。犯人の気持ちが分かればもう少し手がかりも増えそうな気がするけど。それだ！どれ？
バックログ画面だね。
痴漢になりきって行動パターンを真似すれば犯人の気持ちがわかるかもしれないでしょ。プロファイリングって言うんだっけ？こういうの。
I don't think you know what that means.
細かいことは言いっこなし。重要なのは犯人の気持ちを探ることです。
That's only if they're not just doing it for fun.
偶然現場に遭遇することを期待してても仕方ないって話をしたじゃないですか。
バックログ画面だ。
今こそ新たな捜査をする時だと思うわけです。
I mean, I kinda see where you're coming from. I definitely a stalemate in this investigation. I guess we've got nothing to lose.
でも痴漢の気持ちになるって一体どうやって？それはやっぱり犯人の行動をトレースするのが重要なんじゃないかと。
Okay.
女性が加害者になる場合もあるにはあると思うんですが、でもやっぱり普通は男の人だと思うんです。
That's most like a scenario, yes.
だから犯人役は先輩にお願いしたいんですけど。
That sounds logical.
ありがとうございます。で、被害者役は私かななみちゃんになるけど。はぁ、いいよ、私がやる。どさくさに紛れてサトルくんが本当に痴漢したら困るし。
I wouldn't do that! What kind of awful person do you think I am? Sheesh.
ほんと仲がいい ですよね、二人って。どこが
As if.
だから、そういうところが。
Okay, let's get this over with, Nanami.
不利だからね。本当に触ったりしたら怒るからね。
I know. Imagine that we're inside of a train. Nanami is supposed to be a helpless girl, unable to move and holding on to a safety handle. I'm a molester and she's my target. Okay. I'm a big bad molester. I'm gonna feel you up now.
サトルくん、犯行宣言する時間なんていないと思うんだけど。
Good point. I guess I'll just have to... I guess I'm just not really sure what I'm supposed to do as a molester.
それはやっぱり、まず、興奮することが重要なんじゃないかと。
Sexual thrill of touching Nanami. It's kinda hard for me to think about her that way.
それはいささか失礼じゃないかな、サトルくん。
You want me to have sexual thoughts about my own sister?
そういうわけじゃないけど、常日頃から妹相手に興奮してる方がキモくて嫌だけどさ。だからって、そう言われるのはなんかこう、女の魅力はないって言われてるみたいで腹が立つというか。
That's not what I was implying at all. All I meant is that I don't see you as sexually attractive. I think you're plenty cute, but as a sister. Even if we're not related, we've been living together most of our lives. So while this may just be pretend, it's hard to imagine myself feeling up my little sister.
それじゃあ、被害者役は私が務めましょ
Sorry for making you do this.
う。どさくさに紛れて本当に痴漢とかしちゃダメだからね、サトルくん。
Oh, knock it off already! He's just in the background. Okay, let's get this over with.
はい、いつでもどうぞ。
Here. You. Now my target is Mibu. It's still way too embarrassing to do this with someone you know.
先輩
What?
これは遊びじゃないんです。犯人確保のためなんです。もっと真剣にやってくれないと意味がありません。それに私だって恥ずかしいですからね。先輩に恥ずかしがられると余計に恥ずかしくなります。
Sorry. He's right. This is just part of the investigation. By getting cold feet like this, I'm essentially spitting in the face of her determination. Okay, I'll focus on entering the mind of a real molester.
よろしくお願いします。
A molester. A nasty, nasty pervert. And I'm in the mood for some tiny, slender bodies.
スレンダーは余計です。
Sorry. A molester. A nasty, nasty pervert. I won't give you the pleasure of getting a soundbite of me reading that out loud. So, yeah, let me just, Oh, hold on, there's an actual text-to-speech tool in this game, so I can just use that. Where's the settings? There's the settings.
ボタンのカスタマイズをしますか?
That's not the settings. Am I just bland? System, I
好きにいじっ
suppose.
ちゃって。
There you go. Okay. Enable text-to-speech. API. Okay. Now if I do
バックログ画面だよ。シーンを移動しますよ。
I'm a molester, a nasty, nasty pervert. And I'm in the mood for some little lowly girls tonight.
好きにいじっていいからね。
Oh, was funny than I was expecting.
だからなんでロリッコとかつけちゃうんですか？普通の痴漢でいいじゃないですか。どうしていちいちそんなこと言うんですか？喧嘩売ってんですか？
No, not really.
そりゃ確かに背は低くて胸も薄いしナイスバディとは言えないと自分でも思ってますけど、だからってわざわざ言わなくてもいいじゃないですか。
Well, I think establishing these details is important if I'm trying to understand the molester's mind.
その言葉には一理あるかもしれないですけど、でも可愛いだけで魅力になる、魅力を感じてるって言ってくれたのは先輩のくせに。
Oh, right, sorry. Guess you're cute enough that I don't have to think of a specific fetish the molester would have. Alright, okay, let's try again.
はい。
These crimes are usually done from behind, aren't they?
そうだね。正面からだとバレバレだもんね。
That, I take position behind Mibu. That totally doesn't look creepy. Stand behind you and feel up your butt. To which I reach out and cup a feel of her boobs. Nice and discreetly. We're pretending. This is not real. But what I'm doing is enough to make her blush fiercely. She even starts fidgeting around a little. Like she's bashfully moving her hips, causing me to gulp. Come on, don't get the wrong idea, Satu. We're just pretending. It's natural for the victim to feel embarrassed. She's just trying to play the part, I think. Just seeing her act all shy and blushing makes my mind wander elsewhere. She's usually bubbly, happy, and kind. But that's not all she is now. Even her neck's getting red. Her fair white skin is being dyed. That's the wrong kind of dyed! Her hot pink shade of red. Is this how Molester feels? Or maybe...
さすがに無言になられるとちょっと気恥ずかしいんですけど。セクハラ。
Whoops. Well, wait, weren't we doing this so I knew how a molester feels?
読み返しますか？
Hold on, let's just let her finish.
キモ。
And I haven't touched her, I swear!
目がエロい。変なスイッチ入ってない？
Of course not.
でも確かにそういう感じがしたような。
You gotta throw me under the bus too?
本気になってくれたのはいいんですけど、本気になりすぎてちょっと怖いです。本当に今にも
Oops.
バックログ画面だ。
Let's let her
本
finish.
当に今にももみもみされそうな迫力と恐怖が。
I'm so sorry! The second she mentions that, I jump away from her. Now I actually realize what I did. I definitely made things super awkward. Maybe Nanami was right and I was getting weird ideas in my head.
本気でやってほしいと言ったのは私なのに、ごめんなさい。
No, I think I went a little too far.
謝ら
Sorry.
ないでください。本当に触られたわけじゃないんですから、大丈夫ですよ。なんだか、その、もみもみされていることを想像すると、なんか、猛烈に恥ずかしくなっちゃって。
フローチャート画面だな。
It's still gazing into the abyss.
やっぱりエロい目をしてる。もしかして、まだ痴漢モードが抜けてない？
Hey, that's not funny! So do you understand what that paralyzing fear feels like now, Mibu?
そうですね。はい。いざとなると、声を上げられないかもしれません。
So that's why you have to stop thinking you can do this on your own. If you ever go out to investigate, call me and I'll accompany you.
はい。わかりました。それで、シミュレートしてみて成果はあった？
Kind of. Still embarrassed, Mibu looks away. Watching her being so bashful makes my heart beat a little faster. I can't stay calm. Give me some time, I'll try to recall what I saw on the train today.
そうですね。それがいいと思います。時間も遅いですしね。 あ、ほんとだ。もうこんな時間。じゃあ先輩、今日はここら辺で部屋に戻りますね。
Yeah, good night.
さっきはすごくドキドキした。今もちょっとドキドキしてる。そうだよね。ののみちゃんのお兄さんとはいえ、先輩も男の人なんだもん。男女問わず性欲があるのは普通なんだから、真似事とはいえ興奮しちゃうのも仕方ないのかも。
Usually it's like they're trying to rationalize, ah yes, that's why he got a little turned on. No, she's trying to rationalize herself getting turned on.
少し怖かったけど、私もちょっと興奮というかエロくなっちゃってた。私ってもしかしてとってもいやらしい子なのかな。
A dirty girly. I know I said that, I immediately regretted it. Ugh, I can't sleep. I try to close my eyes. But all that comes to mind is that image of me bashfully blushing. Almost as if it were burned into my retinas. Makes my body feel strangely warm. I've never felt like this ever before. But at least I feel a little more calmer now. Since I can't seem to fall asleep, I'll just think more about the molesting incidents from today. It's highly unnatural that a molestation occurred in that situation, specifically the fact that the victim said her breasts were groped. I could have possibly overlooked it if it was her butt, but there would have been noticeable movement if her breasts were being groped. But during the whole train ride, I saw no one do any such thing. The farther away one is, the harder it is to touch the victim. That's why I thought they were using astral ability, but even if the molester can mess with them from a distance, I wouldn't be able to enjoy the feeling itself. It'd be almost pointless. That's what I thought until now, but I think I need... But maybe I need to rethink that. You can enjoy it without physically touching them. Even if it was just pretending to molest Miwu, I still got aroused. I mean, besides, I was turned on by her blushing and embarrassed reactions she had. I was turned on by her blushing and the embarrassing reactions she had. So that means that there may be a way to enjoy molesting someone even from a distance and without actual contact. Maybe the criminal has that sort of fetish. They could humiliate their victim with telekinesis and get off from seeing their reaction. If that's the case, the criminal must be in a position where they can see those reactions very well. A position from which they can see the victim's reactions in a crowded train. A seat in front of her. Yet the criminal hasn't even been spotted once. Right. Does this mean what I think it does?
リドルジョーカー。犯人が分かった？
Maybe. I have no solid proof, but I believe they're using some form of psychokinesis.
でもそれだと実際に触れるわけじゃないですよね。
フローチャート画面だね。
So that was the whole gazing into the abyss deal. Yeah, but what they're after is the reactions of the victims.
被害者の反応？
You'd normally think that they'd be doing it for the physical sensation, but I think in this case they want to see how women react to being molested.
そんなマニアックな。
I don't think that's... it's that... never mind. Oh shit, I almost mentioned how turned on I got from watching Miwa's reactions yesterday. It was bad. Looking at her face keeps reminding me of yesterday. I need to pull myself together and calm down. Look away from her and take a deep breath.
見ることが目的ってすると、もしかして犯人は背後じゃない？
Yeah. It's more likely that they're in some place where they can get a good look. And obviously, nobody would suspect the person that's standing right in front of them and keeping their hands to themselves.
とすると、昨日の場合、被害者の立っていた位置から考え
Right
る
in
と
front of an occupied seat.
目の前の座席に座ってた人？
I nod. If my conjecture is right, then there's a high chance that's them. One would normally suspect the person sitting in front of you to be the one molesting. One wouldn't normally suspect the person sitting in front of you to be the one molesting you. So I have something I want you to do, Mibu.
おとり捜査ですか？
No, I'm not letting anyone put themselves in harm's way. We've been over this.
ちゃんと覚えてますよ。冗談ですってば。
I just wanted to ask Sakanoe about what you saw. If she wasn't in a position where anyone could have seen her face, my hypothesis could be completely wrong.
わかりました。ただ、坂ノ上さんは気が弱いですから、まだ立ち直ってないかもしれなくて。
I know, you don't have to force her to talk about it if she doesn't want to. I'll leave the decision to you.
はい。じゃあ先輩、私は坂ノ上さんと話してきますね。
Thanks. Don't push it for answers too much.
はい。その話もありますから、今日も一緒にお昼を食べましょうね。
Sure.
それじゃあ先輩、また後で。行こう、ななみちゃん。ごめんね、ちさきちゃん。私はちょっとサトルくんと話があるから。わかった。
She walks away to her classroom without saying much else. After making sure she's gone, Nanami turns to me.
サトルくん、昨日の車両の中の映像を記憶してるんだよね。犯人の顔もわかってるの？それなら念力関係の能力をエイムスで検索すれば。
Sorry, I wasn't in a good position to see them. Never imagined a sitting person would be responsible, so I didn't think I needed to focus on them. It was a blunder on my part.
仕方ないよ。
And thought of looking into the aims. Though there is something I'd like to ask you to do. I want you to check the information Dad sent and see if there's anything I'm overlooking.
わかった。やっておくよ。
Thanks.
じゃあ、私も教室に行くね。わかりましたよ、先輩。坂ノ上さんも座席の前に立ってつり革に捕まってたみたいです。それで正面に座ってた人がニヤニヤしてたそうです。それがさらに怖くて、その男の人のニヤニヤした笑みも忘れられないみたいで。
Alright, thanks. I nod and turn to Nanami. She gives a tiny nod. Looks like she understands what I'm trying to say. Judging from the evidence we're collecting, I think we're on the right track. It sounds much more plausible than a molester that's attacking from behind. Let's investigate some more and see where we get.
それでいいと思うよ。でも先輩、よく犯人の気持ちに気づくことができましたね。
Yeah, was all thanks to that simulation with you.
え？サトルくん、それって。
Wait, no! That came out wrong! A guy's beyond help, deriving pleasure from molesting people and watching their reactions is weird and wrong.
でも、先輩はそのどしがたい犯人に共感したからこそ気づいたってことですよね。
I don't empathize with him at all. He's a scumbag.
こういうのが同族嫌悪ってやつなのかな。
Tried to deny it by being outraged, but they're not that dumb.
私の反応を見て先輩は。
I just did it to catch the criminal. I'm not lying. But I'm sorry I made you feel uncomfortable. I'm really sorry.
いえ、それを望んだのは私ですから、謝ってもらわなくていいですってば。それに先輩のおかげで一歩進展したんですから、むしろ私がお礼を言うことですよ。
Thanks for being so understanding.
でも、一回チャレンジしただけで共感しちゃうなんて、立派な変態ですね、先輩。まったく、どしがたい先輩ですね。
Guess the abyss does stare back if one's not careful.
フローチャート画面だな。
もっと怒っていいんだよ、ちさきちゃん。相変わらずななみちゃんはお兄さんだけには特別厳しいね。そんなことないけど。やっぱり仲がいいよね。というか、お兄さんに甘えてる？ もう、そんなんじゃないってば。
では、今日の授業は終了です。お疲れ様でした。
It's time to resume the search.
サトルってさ、ここのところ放課後外に出てるよね。何かあったの？
Yeah, I've got some important business to take care of.
もしかして今日もどこかに出かけるのか？
Yeah, I promise I'll be back before curfew though, so don't worry.
何？もしかしてサトル門限破りをしたの？あと数分遅かったらそうなっていた。それは危なかったね。無理に聞き出すつもりはないが、困っていることがあるなら言ってくれ。いつでも力を貸そう。僕でよければ手伝うよ。
Glad they're willing to help, but I don't want to get Nijuin involved in the search. She could become a victim after all. And Kyohei too, I guess.
むかどうしたすぐ。なぜだろう。なんか今すごい不愉快になったんだけど。
I sense a disturbance. He's awfully sharp. Well, thanks, you too. I'll be fine though.
そう？ならいいけど。変な遠慮はいらないからな。
Let's be honest, using Suo as a decoy could potentially actually work because they're gonna try to fondle the breast and it's like, huh? Why is she not reacting? Why is she not reacting? I'm a guy, you dickhead. Fuck. Yeah, of course.
先輩
When I turn around, I see Mibu waving at me. Mibu? Sorry, I gotta go.
外に行くなら気をつけるんだぞ。
Well, I grab my bag and leave. Oh, is Nanami not with you?
今は坂上さんと一緒にいます。
Why? Did something happen?
今日病院に行かなきゃならないらしいんです。でもまだライトレールに一人で乗るのが怖いらしくて。
Makes sense.
だから一緒に来てほしいって私とななみちゃんがお願いをされまして。
Yeah, I guess you can't exactly say no to that. I'm supposed to be boarding the train alone, so I don't really care if I don't really care what they do as long as the investigation continues. Think it'll be rush hour by the time you get back from the hospital?
はい。どうしてもそうなるだろうってことで。
So you'll end up a decoy whether we like it or not.
これは本当に偶然ですからね。
I know, I wouldn't break a promise. The fact that she came to tell me should serve as proof of that. She's fully trusting me with this investigation.
どうしましょう、先輩。
You can't just tell her not to go to the hospital. Maybe she could get someone else to go with her. But it doesn't solve the core problem. Sakanoa is still at risk either way. You'd just be abandoning her. Alright, I'll go to the hospital with you guys. If anything happens along the way, I'll deal with it.
ありがとうございます、先輩。その気持ちはとても嬉しいんですけど、坂上さんが今はちょっとナーバスになってるみたいで、男性がそばにいると怖いみたいで。
I know, I won't try to get in her space. I'll just keep watch from a distance so she won't notice me. That's okay, right?
すみません。
It's fine. I'd hate for something to happen to you girls. If I'm molested again, Sakanoe might be traumatized for life. If by chance Mimu will start it too. Getting the thought of it. I was like, that was also the thought going around in my head, like, what if she's the one being molested, and therefore he's going to destroy somebody's face? I would not like that, actually. I would not like that, just because she would get molested, and that's not something that I want even the idea of in my head. Fuck off is what I'm trying to say. Alright, let's go with it.
はい、よろしくお願いします。
I know I'll be keeping an eye on you, but be careful still. Stay in a place where you don't stand out in the train, and don't get funny ideas about using yourself as a decoy or whatever.
わかってますってば。そんなことしませんから安心してください。
Alright, I trust you. I'll get back to my room and get ready.
はい、よろしくお願いします。 ブさん、有原さん。気にしないでいいってば、そんなの。そうだよ。時間が許せないのは私も同じだから。ありがとう。それじゃあ行こっか。そうだね。ちょっとでも早い方がラッシュの人も少ないかもしれないからね。
With that, the three of them walk out of the door. After a second or two, I sneakily follow them. Sakanoa boards the train alongside Nanami and Mibu. I also got in as well. It's a little bit early, so the train isn't terribly crowded. There's plenty of space for each of us, so we aren't squashed together. But Sakanoa still holds on to Nanami's and Mibu's and Nanami's arm. She looks genuinely terrified. Gotta do something quick. They arrive at the hospital and without incident. Then they enter. Stay outside in a position where I can see the hospital's entrance. I doubt we'll find the molester anywhere around here, so maybe I should loosen up a bit. But I still watch over the entire hospital because I want to protect Sakanoe. This makes me feel more calm. Is this my workaholic nature kicking in? Well, it's not really a problem, so whatever. Doubt a molester would try to strike at a hospital, especially not in broad daylight. But it's a little pointless of me to stand watch so attentively. Maybe I should really relax. I lean back against the wall and take a deep breath. Then, I feel someone behind me. And they enter coming towards me. An enemy? Tell me someone figured me out. Why, the molester wouldn't come for me. Their movements are sloppy, like an amateur trying to be sneaky. Ah! The body reacts before my mind can catch up. Turn around to see an arm heading to my neck. Immediately take hold of it and immobilize the assailant, only to realize... But Mibu! I'm dumbfounded. Quickly I let go of her arm. Oh, that was close. If I noticed a second later, I would have dislocated her arm. Do you need some? I thought you were going to wait outside the hospital with Sakanoe.
今、検査中みたいです。ナナミちゃんがそばについてます。もう少し時間がかかりそうという報告をしに来ました。あとは、陣中見舞いです。これ。
Look at the arm I almost twisted just now. She has a bottle of tea in it and orange juice in the other. Sorry.
いいえ、驚かそうとしたのは私ですから。でもまさか、こんな風に気づかれるとは。先輩って、もしかして塚原僕伝?
Ah, no, all that stuff you heard about me is fake.
そうなんですか? 夢壊れるなぁ。で、先輩はどっちにします?
Honestly, at this point, I would just admit, when I was a little brat, I tended to get into fights, so yeah, I just kind of got used to it. Like, it's still an explanation to a certain degree that wouldn't seem too strange. Anyways, I'll take the tea.
はい、どうぞ。
Thanks, I'll pay it back.
何言ってんですか。そんなのいりませんよ。
I mean, you bought it from me, so I should pay you back. That's only fair.
言いたいことはわかります。でも、これぐらいは受け取ってください。これは病院まで守ってくれたお礼です。というか、これぐらいしかできなくて申し訳ないんですけど。
Oh no, that's fine. I take the tea. Thanks, Bibo.
いえ、お礼を言うのはこっちですから。今日は一緒に来てくれて、本当にありがとうございます。
I really want just at one point, like he's just like the molester's just sitting in front of a random girl, starts doing his thing, and suddenly just like over the shoulder of the girl, he just kind of pokes out, just punches her in the face. Got him! like a fucking whack-a-mole, just like whoosh. Gotcha. Anyways, it's no big deal. I came in because I wanted to make sure you were safe.
先輩ならそう言うとは思ってましたけど、先輩ってツンデレですよね。
I don't know how I feel about that.
そうですか？これでも褒めてるんですけどね、一応。
That's your idea of a compliment. But yeah, I don't feel like you're indebted to me over this. I'm not doing it because I want something in return. It's true that I can't leave Sakanoe alone because I'm worried about Mibu and Nanami. But I'm still on a mission here. Receiving gifts makes me feel guilty. This tea is more than enough.
個人的にはこれぐらいじゃ不足だと思うんですが、先輩がそう言うんじゃ仕方ありませんね。じゃあせめてそのお茶ぐらいは味わってくださいね。
I will, thanks.
はい。
She nods and opens her orange juice bottle next to me. She just chugged that down like a champ. Actually, shouldn't you be getting back to Nanami and Sakunoe?
坂上さんの検査はまだ時間がかかるみたいですから、先輩に一人で待ってもらうのも申し訳ないですしね。
That doesn't bother me.
私が気になるんですよ。だから先輩の方こそ気にしないでください。
Alright then.
はい、仕方ないんです。
She nods and smiles. Well, that's no big deal. I don't mind her company. Feels somewhat strange when I'm around her. Mouth feels parched on my throat. Try to gulp the tea down to dispel that strange feeling. What?
一気に煽るその姿が子供みたいだなと思って。先輩ってやっぱり可愛い。
Ugh. Would you stop making fun of me? You can't just call me. You can't just call a man adorable.
その発言も子供みたいですよ、先輩。
You're the girl here, so if anyone's cute, it's you.
そこで噛んじゃ台無しですよ、先輩。
I don't know why I'm so nervous. I feel like she's toying with me, like I'm putty in her hands. Why am I like this? The whole molester situation would best to really get to me that much.
先輩、立ったままで疲れません？ちょっと座りませんか？
She then goes to sit down on a nearby bench. After that, she taps the spot next to hers.
ほら、
Next to
先
her.
輩も。
Alright. I comply and sit down next to her. And she can control me like a dog. It's a little pathetic of me to get this worked up over a girl who's younger than me. But even knowing that, I can't do much but chug my tea awkwardly.
先輩、さっきから飲んでばっかり。そんなに喉が渇いてたんですか？
You look so fucking soon. I guess.
なら、ペットボトルの差し入れはちょうどよかったみたいですね。
Yeah, thanks. Precious! Her smile's so charming I have to look away. Try to mask my uneasiness by drinking more tea. She's staring at me, isn't she? I can feel her eyes on me, but I don't dare to look at her to find out what the problem is. Instead, I lose to her pressure and turn my head away even further.
先輩、怒ってます？
What? No, why would I be?
こっちを見ないから顔を合わせたくないってことですよね。
I'm not mad at you, I promise.
なら私の方を見られるはずですよね。
I suppose. I turn to her. See?
ああ、また目をそらした。絶対おかしいです。いつもの先輩と違います。
No, I'm not. It's just...
それは何ですか？
Whenever I make eye contact with her, I remember what happened yesterday. Fair, blushed skin, how cute she looked when she wasn't all nervous. Makes me feel nervous. I can't tell her that she'll totally laugh at me. The pain in that expression. It's nothing.
言いかけてやめるなんて卑怯ですよ。
She gets closer and grabs my arm. Even now with the clothes, I can feel her soft touch. Feels quite different from Nanami. She's much warmer than Nanami. That doesn't help my nerves at all. Shit. I know I've got to be blushing like crazy right now. Not wanting to embarrass myself even further, I look away.
また顔をそらした。やっぱり面倒なことを押し付けられたって思ってるから。
No, you really aren't, I swear.
だったら何をそんなに怒ってるんですか？ストレスに感じてるならちゃんと言ってください。こういうの溜め込むのは良くないですよ。そうじゃないなら こっちを見てください。顔をそらしたまま話すなんて、いくら先輩でも失礼じゃありませんか？
You're completely right, but this is not making things easier! Now she's leaning in and trying to get a look at my face. I resign myself and turn around. I'm not mad. See? I subdue the with overwhelming impulse to avert my eyes and look straight at her.
確かに怒ってるわけではなさそうですけど。
See?
でも、それなら一体なんで顔を背けるんですか？
I don't know what to say. She keeps staring at me, waiting for an answer. But silence is soon interrupted by voices of onlookers.
なあなあ、あの子たち見つめ合っちゃって初々しい。
男の子の方、ちょっと顔が赤くなってない？かわいい。
もしかしてキスしようとしてるのかな？
なんか女の子の方も顔が赤くなってきた？
見ちゃまずかったかな。
かもしれない。ほら、もう行こう。
Just as passersby pointed out, our faces are bright red. I never expected people would look at what we were doing and think that. But I guess it makes sense. What else would you think when two people are silently gazing into each other's eyes like that?
先輩、顔近い。こっち見すぎですってば。
You're the one who wanted to see my face, though.
それはそうなんですけど、それにしても見すぎと言いますか、これは近距離が過ぎると言いますか、言い出したのは私だっていうのは分かってますけ
You're the
ど、
one who's leaning in.
さっきみたいに勘違いされちゃいますから。
But, right, that's the problem. Even if they're strangers, you probably don't want them thinking I'm your boyfriend. It'd be bad if weird rumors started floating around.
ああ、違くて、別に先輩と恋人と噂されるのが嫌とか、そういうことじゃないです。こんなところでキスしようとしてたとか、学院に報告されるかもしれないのが問題だと思っただけで。
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be bad.
あくまで学院に報告されるのが困るだけで、先輩のことが嫌いなわけじゃないです。
Right, thanks.
もしそうなら、わざわざ病院まで付き合ってもらったり、ペットボトルの差し入れをするわけないじゃないですか。
Yeah, that makes me feel a bit better.
嫌いではありませんけど、今はちょっと離れた方がいいかもですね。
But yeah, we're definitely a bit too close. Still blushing fiercely, we move back to our original positions. But now things are kind of awkward. I don't think we'll be able to talk naturally like we were. Peeking over, I see that blushing face of hers, and man, is it cute. Simply put, I'm embarrassed. It's simple enough, but seeing a pretty girl actually acting bashful kind of stimulates my male instincts. This has to be what that molester gets a kick out of.
え？先輩、ため息ですか？
No, it's nothing. I wasn't sighing the frustration into you or anything. I was just thinking about how I sympathize with that molester again, and now I feel like garbage.
それって昨日の。
She gets even redder remembering yesterday's simulation. And those reactions are why I'm so nervous right now.
確かに痴漢は最低です。でも先輩の痴漢モードのおかげで犯人について分かったこともあるんですから。
Please, don't call it that.
それに男の子ってそういうものですよね。
I wouldn't say everyone necessarily.
でもエッチな生き物ですよね。
Can't deny that.
だから先輩にもそういうエッチな部分があるのは普通だと思います。
I can't believe this girl who's younger than me is accepting these debauched desires. I'm a complete failure as a man.
でも先輩も物好きですよね。
What do you mean?
私相手にそんな痴漢モードになるなんて。もし私が男の子だったら他にもっといい対象を探すと思いますもん。
So you say, but there's a certain sexiness to a girl who thinks no one would ever be attracted to them. AKA every single girl this far. What is it?
痴漢モードに入りすぎ、共感しすぎ、まるで本物みたいですよ。そこまでになっちゃうなんて。先輩っては本当にエッチなんですからなんかもう立派な変態って感じですよ。
Man, that's not too flattering.
だって褒めてませんもん。セクハラですよ、それ。
Sorry, I really am sorry. Just don't tell Nanami, please. I don't want to incur her wrath.
本当ななみちゃんに弱いですね、先輩は。じゃあななみちゃんに告げ口しない代わりに帰りもしっかり守ってください、先輩。
Of course, that's what I'm here for. Won't let anything happen to any of you.
痴漢の思考をそこまで読める先輩なら守ってくれると期待してますからね。
I don't really like what you're implying there.
ごめんね、こんな時間まで。仕方ないよ、健康に関わることなんだから。それじゃあ帰ろっか。
The train is probably going to be pretty congested at this time of day. You can tell that Sakano is nervous.
大丈夫、ちゃんと私とななみちゃんが守るからね、ななみちゃん。それに私たちには切り札があるからね。切り札って？細かいことは秘密。でも安心してくれていいから。本当にありがとう、二人とも。気にしないでいいよ、これぐらい友達なんだから。そうだよ、女の子として今回のことを見逃すわけにもいかないしね。来たよ、大丈夫？乗れそう？乗るよ。
I stayed at a distance from them and surveyed the area. Most people are just staring forward and staring at their phones. Good, no one looks suspicious. Well, it's nice that they'll be able to ride back home without incidents. It means another fruitless day of searching for me. But I still keep a close enough distance to jump into action in the event that anything happens. As we pass the station, people get off and get on, until Sakanoe seems to notice something.
坂ノ上さん？あの人、覚えてる？あの時、私の正面に座ってた。え？それって？
They're looking at a man in a suit that's sitting down. A woman is standing in front of him. Her hands are occupied holding onto a safety handle. Her face is bright red and it looks like she's on the verge of tears. The way she hangs her head suggests she's in some sort of pain. The man glances at her every few seconds, the corner of his mouth curled up. A lecherous smile on his face can only mean one thing. That has to be him.
懲りずにまた、絶対に許せない。千咲ちゃん？ここで会ったが100年目、絶対に許さないんだから。
He steps forward with intent, shoving the other passengers out of her way and making her way to the man. Wait a minute, is she gonna go and try to stop him?
そこの人、何してるんですか？
なんだお前。
なんだじゃないですよ。こっちは分かってるんですからね。あなたが能力を使って
黙れ。
Man changes his focus from the woman to Mibu as soon as he realizes he's been found out. The next second, an invisible forest comes flying her way. Mibu! Ah! Immediately after I get hold of Mibu to shield her, I suffer a huge blow to my skull. A strange sensation spread through the back of my nose all the way up to my head. I'm feeling dizzy. I must have hit my forehead against the metal railing to the side of the car. If I wasn't prepared, it would have definitely messed me up. Ow!
ごめんなさい先輩、私のせいで。
Fine, are you okay?
私は何とも、先輩が守ってくれたので。血が。
Oh, I guess I am. Looks like I cut my forehead a little. But nothing's broken at least. It's not a big deal.
でも、すぐに手当てを。
She takes out a handkerchief and wipes my forehead.
ごめんなさい。
I'm good, thanks, Mibu. I know you're worried about me, but there's something we gotta do right now.
なんだよ。 俺は何もしてない。お前が勝手に転んで頭をぶつけただけだろう。
When did I ever say you were to blame? You're digging your own grave here. His reactions is enough circumstantial evidence. There's no doubt that this is the criminal we're looking for.
喧嘩か？
Why don't we get off and talk?
だから俺は何もしてない。
Come with me if you don't want to get in even more trouble than you already are. That's information I got on the criminal. I confirmed his license that the name he gave me was his real one.
分かった。あとは任せてくれ。警察にはこちらから手を回して犯人を確保してもらう。
Thanks. To be honest, I wanted to punish him right there with my own two hands, but I'm supposed to be a normal student. And while I had enough circumstantial evidence, there was nothing concrete. And with that in mind, I decided to just get his identity and leave the rest to Dad.
しかし、よく犯人が素直に身元を明らかにしたもんだな。
Well, I just used a few intimidation tactics. I didn't say anything about the organization, though, so don't worry.
それならいいんだが、あんまり派手なことはするなよ。お前はあくまで潜入している身分なんだから。
I know. One more thing. Can we tell the victims that the criminal has been arrested? I'd like to give her... can we tell the victim... I'd like to give them some peace of mind.
なあ、問題ないぞ。警察への働きかけには関与するが、逮捕に関しては突破が関わることはないからな。
Thanks.
ご苦労だったな。今回のことで他に報告しておくようなことは？
Nothing of note.
そうか、わかった。こちらからも特にはない。警察が動いたら報告の連絡を入れよう。
Understood.
じゃあな。
Right as the call ends, I hear a knock on my door. I'm coming. I open the door and let Nanami inside. And Mibu follows in behind her. Huh? She looks pretty dispirited. I'm not just imagining that, am I? Do you need something?
心配だから、怪我はやっぱり私が能力で治してあげるよ。
Oh, I'm fine. It's not even bleeding anymore.
どんな軽い怪我でも早めに治しておいて損はないよ。ほら、こっちに来て座って。
She pulls on my arm and forces me to sit down on my bed. She then stands in front of me and holds her palm over my forehead.
癒しの風よ。
Now we get it. Comfortable warmth spreads throughout my body. The light pain on my forehead disappears in no time.
これで傷はちゃんと消えたかな。まだ痛みが残ってる？
No, I'm good, thanks. So, what's up with her? She's just been frowning over in the corner. He would just stood there silently while Nanami healed me.
フローチャート画面だ
It's
よ。
still catching the molester. Can't imagine someone like her staying quiet for so long. Did she eat something she shouldn't have, or what? I got some stomach medicine. Think I should offer some?
それはいらないと思うな。お腹が痛いわけじゃないと思う。
It's not a stomach ache, it's a heartache. Then what's wrong?
さっきのこと気にしてるみたいだよ。自分が掴みかからなければお兄ちゃんが怪我をすることもなかったはずだって。
Oh. Due to her rashness, the criminal panicked and used his abilities, and I got hurt while trying to protect her. Well, I guess I can't blame her for feeling responsible after seeing me bleed.
すみません、先輩。
It's fine. How are you? Did you get hurt at all?
ありません。私は全く怪我してません。先輩がかばってくれたから。
Well, I'm just glad I was the one who got hurt, not you.
でも私が騒いだりしたから。
Nah, you probably shouldn't try to play hero again for your own safety.
ごめんなさい。
I'm not upset at you for getting me hurt or anything. I'm just worried for you. I could visibly see the anger in your eyes when you rushed in front of him. Your action prevented that woman from being victimized further, so I don't fault you for doing what you did. But don't you think you could have done something more sensible than running at a criminal and confronting him head-on? To control an ability of his type, you need to focus on a specific location. Having a good grasp on the space around you is important for that, and most people rely on visual feedback to contextualize their surroundings. So if you could have interrupted his vision, you could have stopped the molesting. We're trying to stand up to a grown man and an astral at that. Nothing happened this time, thankfully, but people do desperate things when you back them into a corner. The whole reason I came along was to prevent anything like that from occurring. But when you approached him like you did, you put that all to waste.
はい
Have you reflected on what you did?
はい本当にごめんなさい
He does seem pretty regretful and remorseful. Whatever the case, I'm glad you learned a valuable lesson today. But it kind of feels like I'm berating her. Seeing her so dispirited makes me feel like I've done something wrong. I don't feel like chastising her any further. Next time, well, that probably won't be a next time. But still, try not to throw yourself in harm's way again.
はいわかりました
Thanks. As long as you've learned, no harm's done. I didn't get wounded that badly, and none of me healed me already.
でも
Don't worry about the criminal. The police got his name, and it won't be long before they catch him. Tell Sakunoe that she's safe now.
わかりました
Come on, smile now. You gotta worry Sakunoe if you go around frowning like that. You need to smile if you want to reassure her that everything's alright.
そうですね先輩の言う通りですね暗い顔のままじゃ嘘をついてるみたいですからね よし
She takes a deep breath and psychs herself up. Then she bows in front of me.
今日は本当にすみませんでした
When she raises her head, she's back to being all smiles.
それじゃあ私は坂上さんに伝えてきますね
Sure thing.
それじゃあ失礼します
With that, she leaves the room. When she's out, Nanami turns to me.
サトルくんさっき警察が動くって言ってたけど
Yeah, I already reported everything to Dad. He said they'd get the police to act.
そっかそれなら本当に安心だね
It might still be a good idea to accompany her when she goes to the hospital for a while, though.
坂上さんのケアはクラスメートの私たちがするから心配しないで
Sounds good.
それじゃあ私も行くね
Sure, see you. Once Nanami leaves and I'm alone, I can finally kick back and relax. I'm just glad this whole thing is over with. Now that I gave the report, it's all out of my hands. I'll have a little sleep well tonight. Guess I'll go ahead and take my bath. Thinking about it again, I'm really glad nothing happened to me, Boo.
はあ本当に失敗した
Why am I like here playing Riddle Joker? While the fucking Senran Banka opening is just stuck in my head. Sure, we were able to identify the molester, but my mistake got mistake. But my mistake got sent by hurt.
あの時は頭に血が上っちゃって
Part of it was Sakunoe's lingering fear. Part of it was their expression of pure anger on that woman's face. Part of it was because that despicable man didn't hesitate to do something that would tarnish the image of all astrals. I was just so furious and upset that I acted on impulse.
まさかそのせいで先輩に迷惑をかけちゃうなんて
If you've learned, it must have been painful. You had to protect me because I made a stupid decision.
本当に反省をしなくちゃ
I'm supposed to feel guilty, but what is this?
車内でのことを思い出すと鼓動が速くなって体がほてるよ
When that man attacked me, I was paralyzed with fear. The way he glowered at me and the way he tried to hurt me. I was frightened out of my mind. But not a second later, he came in and saved me. He hugged me and shielded me.
熱い顔が耳まで熱い
The more I think about it, the more vivid the memory becomes.
先輩って華奢に見えるけどやっぱり男の人だったな前に満員の車両で人並みから守ってくれた時も力強くてあ、違う だから先輩にうっとりしてる場合じゃなくて、ちゃんと反省しないと。
I was the one who got him hurt. Just because it all turned out okay doesn't mean I could forget what happened entirely.
それに何より私何もできなかった。
Couldn't catch the criminal or treat Senpai's injuries.
私勢いだけで迷惑をかけてばっかりだよ。本当に申し訳ないな。
Why does every character in this fucking game have a complex?
今回のこと改めてお詫びをしておかないと。でも
But what can a normal human like me even do for him?
リドルジョーカー。
I sit up and stretch my limbs. Feeling pretty good. No pain in my forehead. Can't even tell where the wound was anymore. Nanavi's ability is really good. Don't even feel dizzy after hitting my head that hard. I think I'm feeling good enough to jog. I was right. I am in good form. No headache, no nausea, nothing. That's good enough. After running a good amount, I head back to the dorm.
あ、先輩。
When I walk in, Mibu runs up to me.
おはようございます。
Morning.
先輩、その服朝からどこかに行ってたんですか？
Yeah, I was running. I usually do that every morning if I can.
そうなんですか。はあ、よかった。安心しました。
Why's that?
だってほら、昨日は私のせいで頭を打ったじゃないですか。
She's like gonna act overly worried now, trying to help him with as much as she can or something.
ななみちゃんが能力で治したとはいえ、やっぱり気になって様子を見に部屋まで行ったんですけど、いくらノックしても全然反応がないから。
Oh, that? Don't worry, I'm completely fine. I appreciate the concern, though.
いえ、お礼を言われるようなことでは。そもそもの責任は私にあったわけですから。フローチャート画面ですね。
Apologies! We already went over this yesterday. You don't have to feel responsible. Just make sure you've learned your lesson and move on, okay?
わかってますってば。申し訳なくって。本当に反省してます。反省してるからこのままにはできないんじゃないですか。
Oh, okay.
そもそも私が先走って不用意なことをしたのが原因です。だから先輩、しっかり反省するためにも今回のことをちゃんと謝罪させてくれませんか？
What do you mean?
今回のことが引っかかって自分の中でうまく消化できないと言いますか、魚の骨が喉に刺さってるみたいと言いますか。それは地味に辛そうだね。そうなんだよ、ななみちゃん。ですから先輩、謝罪をさせてください。
Okay. Do you have anything in particular in mind you want to do?
私、先輩の力になりたいんです。何か先輩のお役に立てることがあれば何でも言ってください。
Anything? I think you need to know something, Mibu.
はい。
I think you need to know something, Mibu. Men are ravenous creatures.
はい。
Even if they seem harmless at first glance, you don't know what they might have, what might be in their heads. 9 out of 10 times it's something sexual. That's just how men are.
はい。そういうものなんですか？
Essentially.
つまり、シャトル君も狼なんだ。
I will splash you with fucking beer.
先輩もエロいことばっかり考えてるんですか？
Huh? I guess that's what I said. Damn it, why did I say that?
そっか。そうですよね。先輩も男の人なんだから。じゃなきゃ、痴漢モードで犯人の気持ちを共感することなんてできませんよね。
How about you pay him back by stopping that? It's stop that, please. I really don't want that being brought up again. Unless stuff aside, men are just like that. It's in their blood, you might even say. So don't go throwing around that word anything around them. I mean, would you want me to ask you for some sort of sexual favor?
それはさすがに過激なことは答えられないですけど。
See what I mean?
でも先輩が相手なら大丈夫です。先輩ならそういう変なことを言ったりしません。それに
Alvaro's fucking twitching.
もしエッチなことを言われても先輩が相手なら私は
What? Mibu?
私はお兄さんにセクハラされたってナナミちゃんに告げ口するから平気ですよ。じーん。
Nanami would scorn me for the rest of my life if something like that happened. As a brother, that would break my heart. Wait, do you seriously think I'm a siscon or something?
冗談ですってば。でも先輩が人の弱みにつけ込むような人間じゃないのは知ってますから。それともまさか本当にエッチで過激なことを言い出すつもりなんですか？そうなの？サトルくん。
Of course not, I'd never.
ですよね。
She looks at me beaming brightly. The smile is really cheap. I can't even try to do something weird to tease her. Not that I had any intention of doing that in the first place.
というわけで先輩、私でもお役に立てることありませんか？
I don't really know. And you really is serious about this, because I gotta give it a secret, serious answer. Nothing sexual, of course, obviously. Could always... I guess I could ask you to keep being friends with Nanam...
却下です。ナナミちゃんと仲良くするのは先輩のためじゃありませんから。お茶を濁そうとしてないで、もっとしっかり考えてください。
Yeah, sorry. Why is she mad at me?
サトルくんが塩らしい。なんか新鮮。
Very funny. That's still pretty difficult. What can I even ask for her? Oh, I know. Could you help me shop for clothes?
服って先輩の服ですよね。
Yeah, winter's gonna be here before we know it. I want some heavier clothes. I was wondering if you'd want to come along and help me choose.
それはもちろん構いませんが、それで謝罪になるんですか？
Yeah. See, I've never really paid attention to what I wear, so I know next to nothing about fashion.
サトルくん、着られれば何でもいいってタイプだもんね。
So yeah, I want you to teach me what's fashionable. I mean, it's kinda awkward to bother the store clerks about something like that.
普段はどうしてるんですか？
I'm not really picky about what I wear, so I just decide on a budget and select stuff that looks simple and non-flashy.
本当にこだわりがないからね、サトルくんって。ナナミちゃんが一緒に行ってアドバイスしたりしないの？私が選んだ服には文句ばっかり言うんだもん。
The stuff she picks for me always the stuff she picks for me always has all sorts of unnecessary crap on it, like zippers and chains and whatnot. And they always have skulls and crosses on them. They're not the kind of stuff I want to wear.
かっこいいと思うんだけどな。
She wanted to look like a death metal fan. And that's why I'm asking Miwu instead of you.
わかりました。そういうことならお任せください。
Yeah, I'm glad this worked out. Didn't want to have to try and think of something else again.
いつ行きましょうか？
I didn't really think that far ahead. How about this weekend? Or do we already have plans?
いえ、平気ですよ。じゃあ今度の休みにショッピングモールに行きましょう。
She goes back to her usual bubbly self. A cute girl like her does look best with a smile on her face. So that's that. This weekend I'll be going shopping with Mibu. Is this a date? Oh, wait a minute. Does this count as a date? Be going on a date with Mibu. Thought kinda gets me kinda excited. Nah, I'm getting ahead of myself here. I've never had many female friends, so I made it out to be what I wanted it to. She probably doesn't think of this as a date. Need to calm down, I'll probably end up embarrassing myself if I don't. Just relax and act natural, Satoru. Even telling myself that? It's quite hard to do. Kinda nice to actually go on a date with her. No matter how much I want to stop thinking about that, that strong desire overcomes me. I'm gonna be helping him pick out clothes. That's fine and all, but
さすがに男物の流行まで詳しいわけじゃないんだよね。先輩に似合う服か。やっぱり重要なのは色の組み合わせかな。先輩の体格なら大抵のものは似合うのね。肩幅も結構あったし、抱きしめられた時に思ったけど、胸板も結構あって。
adorable.
また思い出しちゃった。
Just can't stop thinking about the time he protected me. Told myself I'd get over it in a day, and every time I recall it, but every time I recall it, my body starts heating up. This is a real problem. I'll be able to focus on helping him pick out clothes.
お父さん、どうかしたの？あ、坂上さん。さっきからずっとうなってるみたいだけど、何か悩み事？平気平気。うなってたかもしれないけど、悩みってわけじゃないから。それならいいんだけど、何かあるなら何でも言ってね。昨日ミブさんに助けてもらった分、恩返しをさせてほしいから。ありがとう。でも本当に坂上さんに相談するようなことじゃないんだよ。そうなんだ。ああ、いや、今のは言い方が悪かったね。本当に相談するようなことじゃないってだけなんだけど、実は今度の休みの日に男の人の服を買いに行くことになってさ。でも男物には詳しくないから勉強しなくちゃなって思ってただけだよ。男の人の服？それってもしかして彼氏さんへのプレゼント？彼氏？そっか、そういうことなら仕方ないよね。彼氏さんにプレゼントするものならミブさんが一人で選んだ方がいいだろうから。違うって、彼氏じゃないってば。その人はファッションにあんまり詳しくないから、私がアドバイザーとして付き添うってだけだよ。つまりデートなんだ。そういうのとも違うんだけど。でも年頃の男と女が二人で出かけるんだよね。だけど別に彼氏彼女ってわけじゃないんだからさ。そういうことならデートって呼ぶかどうかは当人の気持ち次第かも。ミブさんにそんなつもりが全くないのならデートとは違うね。変に勘ぐっちゃってごめんね。気にしないで。とにかく悩んでるとかじゃないから。わかった。もし力になれることがあったら気軽に言ってね。ありがとう。
Sakanoa tends to blow things out of proportion. It's not a date just because we're going shopping together. Yeah, it's just a little shopping trip, nothing more.
デートになるのかな。
What?
バック録画面だね。
It's just a little shopping trip, nothing more. But what if? I'm going shopping with him. Me and a boy, just the two of us. I guess it's not too hard to see why someone would think that it's a date.
デート？これってデート？もしデートなら私にとって初めてのデートで、初めての相手は先輩。
Just thinking about shopping together makes my body heat up. It's almost hard to breathe when my heart's pounding so much. My fucking arm's itchy. I don't know why.
私なんか変。ものすごく変だよ。こんなの初めて。なんでこんなになるんだろう。
I don't mind going out shopping with him. I'm actually happy. That seems silly, but I'm just super glad that he's coming to me for help with something. My heart won't stop pounding. It's because I want the weekend to come as soon as possible so I can go out with him.
あれ
feeling excited. I'm excited at the fact that I get to go on a date with him. Does this think what I think it means?
いやいや、決めつけるにはまだ早い。
No, you're not. No, you're not.
それに、先輩と私じゃ。
I don't hate him, of course. He's kind, reliable, and he saved me. It's only natural that I'd like him. But is that just as a friend? Is it because I feel bad and want to thank him? Do I just respect him? Or maybe something else?
好きなのかな。私は乙女か。
Well, it certainly wouldn't be impossible.
もう悩んでても仕方ない。
This weekend will be the perfect opportunity. I'll be able to confirm my feelings for him over the course of our shopping trip.
よし、そうしよう。週末は先輩とのデートにしてしまって、この気持ちを確認して、もし好きって気持ちだったら、私はどうするつもりなんだろう。考えても仕方ない。そん時はそん時だ。リトルジョーカー。
Little Joker. Saturday is finally here.
フローチャート画面ですね。
Like or love. That sounds like the title of like an anime opening.
セーブ画面です。
Anyways, I'll be ending the part here, I think. Let me check real quick. Okay, so we've only had the tiny little CGs up until this point, which is a problem. But I still feel bad actually, like,
セーブ画面
keeping
だ
going
ね。
right now, because I doubt I'll be able to finish it. Also, this is fucking adorable. So anyways, yeah, I'll be ending the part here, so I hope you guys enjoyed this and see you next time. Bye-bye!